Okay, the questions were clear. You already answered one of them. Do you believe in God? You said yes. And you can answer which God you believe in.
I believe in Krishna. He is one of the god in Hindu.
Okay. And why do you believe in that God?
Yeah, according to Hindus scriptures, that he is the supreme personality of Godhead. That's why I believe in him.
But why do you think that a book is true?
As these are written by the saint and sages of our uh, religion. That's why I believe on these books.
You believe that they were saints, and that's why you believe also that what they told is true.
Yeah, because
Okay.
there are the person, there are the some person to whom we have to believe on.
Understand,
So
but when you believe that they're saints, that's also a belief. What if this is wrong? What if they were not saints? What if they were lying? Or what if
but
they were
according,
misunderstanding?
yeah, you're right, but according to Hinduism, that there are so, there are so many books like like Bible, we have Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita, which is written by directly God, according
You
to
don't know that.
Hinduism.
That's the claim. That doesn't mean this is the case.
Yeah.
So those books claim that they are sent by God, but what is the evidence of it? Like the book says, let's suppose you read a book, it says dragons are real, and someone believes that who wrote the book is a very, very good person.
Yeah.
Still, that doesn't mean what he says is true.
Okay, but we have to believe on something. If a
No, we don't
person
have to.
says, but if we don't believe on anyone, then the everything becomes so perplexive and confusing. We have to believe on someone and just believe on their guidance and have for some periods of time. If we have the positive changes in ourselves, then we say that this is somewhat um, written and we are feeling the same in the same way, so it is kind of good thing, or you can say a right thing.
Tell anything about God is true or not. So you follow something, you feel good about it, you do things and you feel good about
Yeah,
it, and that doesn't prove a God exists. Like our topic is God. It's not like how you feel when you do some practices.
yeah, yeah, you're right.
I can trust that. Yeah, it's the case. When you believe, when you follow, when you practice, you feel good, better. But that doesn't mean that's the only way, or that doesn't mean the other claims in the book is true, like God's existence, or the other claims about spirituality and many other things. It doesn't mean it's true.
I think I have different kind of set of opinions about it, because if there is no God, there is no powers, there is nothing like
Something.
that, then there are sometimes things happens spontaneously. We don't do the with the motivation of that um, things happening around us, but these things happening um, according to equations. So there is some powers, positive powers and negative powers
You believe in that?
to.
You believe in that? That
Sorry.
doesn't mean that they are real. These are your beliefs.
Yeah, yeah, they are real, because we have to believe
Uh,
on it
uh,
to have some some positive motivation in us.
okay, SJ. When you say we have to believe, that doesn't mean what you believe is real. Do you understand that part?
um No,
Why?
I
For
believe,
example,
and
okay, if I say I have to believe in dragons,
yeah,
that means dragons are real?
but there is significance in believing. If there is a significance in believing in dragons, then it is, yeah, it is fruitful in believing in it.
Again, you are missing the point, do you think they are real just because like it's important to believe in them?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
if it is um, significant in believing it, and these are there are evidences of it, then we have to believe on it.
But you don't have good evidences. So you just tell me it's
We
written in a
have, we
book.
have, we have. According to our
No.
scriptures, there are several divine activities which were played by
Those
our
are those
God.
are claims from the book. That doesn't mean the book is true, okay?
No, there are the places which is mentioned in the books, and the exact places
Those are
is
not
also
evidence for God.
evidence is. Yeah, they have played the divine activities, and these divine activities are connected to the places
You
which
believe
is
that
mentioned in that book.
you believe that they had divine activities and we don't have evidence of it.
We have
No, you don't
evidences
have.
of it,
You don't
as
have.
yeah, we have.
You don't have.
We have,
Show me.
as I have.
Show me.
Sorry.
Show me. Give me the evidence if you have.
Okay, let me give you one evidence. It is claimed in our uh, Ramayana, one of the scriptures, that okay, that there is a mountain in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is the place. Sri Lanka, which have all kind of jadi booty. I don't know what is called in English. Okay, I forgot.
Hi, brother.
Yeah, we will continue this conversation after a while, or you can say tomorrow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hi. Do you remember me?
I don't.
Yeah, we had the same conversation a month ago, and yeah, you called out my takes like they were disgusting and so on, and I wasn't offended by it, by anything. Like you were, I couldn't convince you with my, with my takes. Like you were right, but uh, I have one question though. Can I ask you?
Go on.
Huh?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Sorry, this would come out. I know this would come out as insulting to you, but any reason why you like this topic, or why you are not the word but obsessed with this topic?
I like it. That was the answer, and I'm sure that I have given such an answer before.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
You don't get like fed up with this topic, like you.
Sometimes
Oh, so you don't come here often? You just
I come
can't.
often.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I like your dedication. Though I don't think you'll find any evidence on God's existence, because, like, I know your stance when
You,
I
you know my
listen
stance.
to you. Yeah, because
Mm,
your your claims were like it were hard like to argue with, like who created God and such questions, and no one can answer such kind of questions.
okay, and that doesn't mean that there's not going to be any
Have
evidence.
you okay, let me ask you this. Have you found anybody, any guy on here,
So far,
you
no.
found it to be very close to like very like good answer to your question?
So far, no.
No. Oh,
It's not about questions, Yosef. Or you misunderstand things. Okay. First of all, just clear your mind. It's not about getting answers. It's about getting evidence. Okay.
you,
I know what can convince me. You're not focusing.
yeah, okay,
I
okay, cool.
know what can convince me, and unfortunately, people are not able to give it to me. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think you will find it here.
Why do you think so? You believe there's no God?
No, no. I don't think any
You
God believer like
believe there's no God? The answer is no,
you
right?
know
So
what I believe.
if you
Let me
believe a
tell you
God
what I
exists,
believe in.
if you believe God exists, then
O-
it's possible to get my evidence, okay?
Okay, you didn't prove to me God's non-existence.
I don't have to. I didn't claim God doesn't exist.
So you didn't claim God didn't exist.
Yeah, I didn't claim. When did I claim that?
So what's your stance?
You see, like you said just minutes ago, I know your stance. Now you're asking me what's your stance. So that means
No,
you didn't know it.
yeah, I must have calculated your stance. Then tell me what's
Yeah,
your stance.
clearly. I'm an agnostic atheist. Agnostic atheists, they don't claim that God doesn't exist. They just they're not convinced that a God exists. That doesn't mean they believe there is no God.
Yeah,
Maybe there is a God, maybe there are many gods, or maybe there is no God. They don't know the answer, okay?
yeah. That's why it's very hard to argue with you. Like you don't believe in God's existence or non-existence. Like it's
Yeah.
very hard.
What is very hard? It's not about argument. It's about like, if you want to convince me, you can ask, okay, what are the ways to convince you? And my answer is simple: give me the evidence that I need to believe. If you can, then I can believe. That's all. Period. And many arguments so far they're not convincing, and we're always arguing about those arguments. So it's up
Do
to
you
you.
think any words could convince you God's existence?
Yeah. For example, if you tell me what is written in my phone right now. Okay, wait a second. So, okay, I wrote something, a word, on my phone. Yeah, if you give me that word, I'm gonna believe that God helped you to tell it to me. That will be. Okay, he disconnected. Michelangelo is doing the shit again. Atheism is a logical fallacy that assumes God is the religious idea of the creator of the creation. To conclude, wrongly, no creator exists because a particular idea of God. Michelangelo, you sound very stupid, man. I, in this channel, at least I am not claiming that God doesn't exist. I just said it, minutes ago. And you keep copy pasting the same stupid text, which doesn't make sense for us. We don't claim God doesn't exist. So you should post this into other channels, okay?
Hey Phil,
Welcome. Welcome, Julie, and welcome, Secreto.
I think that's a bot.
That's about. Oh, it's possible.
She's always just sending that message. Or have you read Spinoza? Or do you know Spinoza's
Mhm.
God?
Okay, okay. Might be. You change your mic?
No way. What happened?
I don't know. It sounds better.
Sounds better. Can you hear this explosions?
Fuck.
Yeah.
They're not fireworks.
No, no. I
I know.
woke up. I woke up to tear gas today.
Fuck. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
good news if you said those are fireworks. They're celebrating because it's over.
Yeah. Celebrating.
Fuck, man. I don't know what to say. Just I can wish good luck.
Yeah. Pray for God. For
Yeah,
gods.
let's pray to all possible gods. Hey,
That'll be it.
gods. Just some seconds. Just look what's going on here. Seconds. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Either they're
Evidence.
stingy or so careless, cruel,
Or evil. Yeah.
evil, yeah, or so useless.
Well, I would accept that.
Okay.
I mean, if there's a God who just like created the universe without really thinking about it, can't do anything about it. Poor guy.
Very poor guy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's recreate the room, Julie.
Wait, love from Brazil.
What?
Uh, somebody sending love from Brazil.
Oh, okay. Love from heaven, Mr. A. We'll recreate the room, then we'll send the link. If you guys are interested and you can join. We don't have many speakers, unfortunately. We need believers. Anyway, jumping. Jump, 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 jump. Okay. Share, share. And okay, let's share it.
You know, I was thinking maybe my voice sounds clearer because my sinuses have been cleared because of the gas.
Oh, no, no, no. It's
Yeah.
about connection and mic quality. Or maybe you're
Okay,
not
that's just.
using crisp.
I'm not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
That's making the difference, I believe. Like that reminded me to check my mic also. Okay, I see.
Yours is great.
That's normal. You know, like when it's on YouTube, I think StreamYard doesn't have good audio thingy, whatever they use. It kind of makes it worse.
Oh,
Did you
really?
like? I mean, you can compare when you just check on YouTube after
Wait,
after the live, maybe.
I can do that right now.
Okay, we have other people here also. AS very SS don't know. It's hard to read. Jack.
Yeah.
We have Aizen and May.
Hi
Hey,
guys,
hi, hi, hi.
how are you doing?
Doing fine. But you?
Doing well, thanks.
Cool, cool, cool. So, any believers in 2025?
Yes,
Okay, which God you believe in?
I believe Allah. I am Muslim.
Oh, cool, cool. So, why do you believe in God?
Yeah, because I feel there's a higher power of guiding life,
You just feel it.
and yeah, that's what I believe.
I
He's the
see.
only God which exists.
That's what you feel.
Mm.
Okay,
So,
cool.
what about you? Do you believe in a God?
No, I don't believe in any God.
So who created you?
My parents?
No.
Nope. Okay, but you said you're just feeling. So why you sound so sure about your feelings? You think your feelings always tell the truth?
Yes, because I can see there are many things which God created,
No,
and
you don't see it.
also
You just feel it.
yeah, of course, and I can see it still
But Jack, do you have
because
more evidence than your
yeah,
feelings? Because I cannot trust anyone's feelings. There are people who feel other things, other gods, or some people feel no god, any god. So it's confusing, and I don't think feelings tell the truth always.
yeah, I believe that the one who created the earth, the heavens, and the mountains is the only God which exists,
But
and is the only one who
why do you
created.
think someone created them?
Yeah, because Nothing can create itself.
Okay, then
Everything has been created.
cool? Then who created Allah?
No one created
Oh
him.
my God! Come on! It just said nothing can exist without a creator. Now you were saying, "Oh, wait a
Oh,
second, I forgot Allah. Allah can exist
oh,
without a creator." Okay, I will say the mountains, the universe can exist without a creator. That's how I feel.
No,
No? Okay, then why you're creating exceptions when you make a rule? So your rule is nothing can exist without a creator, and then you break your own rule and you're saying that, oh, wait a second, I forgot. Allah can exist without a creator. That's cheating.
no. Allah
Yes.
is eternal without beginning or end and self-existent. Allah is the creator of everything
This is what you
else in
believe.
the universe.
This is what you believe. That
Yeah,
doesn't mean this is true. I can make similar claims
yeah,
about the universe. Nothing created the universe. Universe exists. It's self-existing. Blah 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 blah. That doesn't mean this is true. I can claim the way that you
no.
claim.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So, which type of clothes are you wearing now?
Which type of very sportive clothes?
Okay, maybe trouser, t-shirt, right?
Okay, let's say.
Okay, have they created itself or someone created?
Sure. Many people created those things.
Yeah, so there is nothing which can create itself.
Oh,
So
okay.
Allah created us to worship Him.
Okay, then I'll say J created Allah because nothing can create itself. Therefore, JJ created Allah.
Who is JJ?
JJ is another creator.
Mm,
I feel
so
JJ.
you believe
You
that's
see,
what you
Jack,
believe.
Jack,
That's what
you see, like your example doesn't work. You say clothes cannot exist without a creator. Okay, so you're just repeating the same claim. Nothing can exist without a creator. That's your claim. Then that means Allah has a creator. And Allah's creator must have another creator also. If you're claiming that everything has a creator, then that's the conclusion. You cannot
yeah, I
you cannot
told
run
you.
away from the,
Okay,
conclusion by creating exceptions. You're saying, oh, but wait. There must be something without a creator. Okay, universe exists without a creator. Let's accept that.
so I told you that Allah was not created,
I
and
told you
also
that
He
universe
has
wasn't created.
always existed.
Universe always existed. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, come on. In Islam, you have to believe that what you can't see.
Okay.
There's a
That
yeah.
doesn't
You have to
mean that
believe
doesn't
because
mean they are all
He
true.
has
Okay.
always.
Sorry, we don't care
Come
what
on,
Islam
man.
says.
Just
We
listen.
don't care. We don't care what Islam says. Don't preach your religion here.
Yeah, what I'm telling you is Islam is the only religion which exists, which
That's
is
what you
real.
believe. That's what you believe. You didn't prove it.
hello, Jack,
Yeah, I
Jack.
can prove it.
No, you couldn't do that so
Yeah, man.
far, and I don't think you're gonna do that.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, man.
Hi,
Welcome.
Jack. No, you cannot hijack my room. You should know that.
Do you know Allah is gay?
Come again. Allah is what?
Gay.
Allah is gay. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Allah is what?
Okay.
Game?
Yeah, Allah is a game changer. That's what he said.
What do you mean by game changer?
Like, if he didn't exist, there wouldn't be all those things. He changed all the game. That's what he meant.
Bro,
No, man. So just believe what you want because I don't
Um,
have to force you.
you cannot force me about that. Don't worry. So anyway, do we have other believers? Seemingly, we don't have more evidence from Jack. Jack just believes that his religion is true without good evidence. Anyway, we can listen to other believers. So here's the link I want to share again. Dosek, welcome, man. Welcome. Um, what was the question, Julie, in the chat box? I missed that. If you remember, can you summarize?
Which question?
Like you said, that's a weird question or something like that.
Oh no, it was. Oh, here. I thought that in YouTube.
No, here.
Somebody was asking you, can you prevent your death? Who decides that? When will you be dead, or when will you have an accident or be born? That
No,
was for you.
okay. So can you control Allah? Is my question. If the answer is no, then who is controlling Allah is my next question for that person if he's still in the room, or doesn't matter. Like I want to show that that's an illogical question. Assumes that everything has a controller, but then it leads them to create a contradiction because they say God doesn't have a controller. Or they say that you cannot control something, therefore someone is controlling it. Okay, you cannot control Allah, what Allah can do, you cannot control that. That means someone is controlling Allah. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I just don't see how it even follows. If you can't control your death, therefore God exists. What?
Yeah, you can say anything. You cannot control your death, therefore unicorns exist, therefore aliens exist, therefore dragons exist, therefore anything exists. You can do anything. You can claim anything. Scientifically, the universe had to be created. Science doesn't say that, Edosek. Sorry, you're preaching false science here. If everything had a creator, then that creator would also need a creator. Yeah, that's the problem that you create. So then you should say everything doesn't have a creator. Then you should say the universe doesn't have a creator. Then you solve the problem. Okay. Um, what would I do? According to Islam, there is nothing much that I can do, Mir. But imagine Christianity is true, and you kept saying it's corrupted, corrupted, corrupted. What would you do? Or if you see Hinduism as true, what would you do? Or if Satanists are true, or any other beliefs are true, what would you do? Like, just try to answer the question.
Pagan Norse gods. You're definitely not going to Valhalla.
Yeah. Yeah, I can ask the same question too. So, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. The limits of what we can perceive do not define the limits of what exists. Agreed, Mr. A. Agreed. Agreed. But still, that doesn't mean a God exists. That's the thing. Unfortunately, unfortunately, fuck, the vertical live, zero, zero people watching. Let me end it. Okay, this is the end of the live on the
You're
second channel.
translating on. Don't stop it. Just let it be.
Zero.
Who knows? Maybe it will catch on if you let it be. At least you'll get hours, right?
No, you cannot get ours if no one is watching you.
Oh, really?
That's the problem. Anyway, let it be there.
Yeah,
Let
it
it be
doesn't hurt.
there. I'm gonna kill my laptop sooner than normal.
It's a sacrifice.
Yeah, sacrificing something that's probably that won't be compensated. Okay, Jack left. If you good job, okay, so you died then. That depends on the god, Mir. So maybe there is a god who loves me for some other reasons. Maybe he cares about some features that I'm not gonna say, not to sound so arrogant. But maybe, yeah, there's a God who likes such kind of people who are skeptic, let's say, okay? Who doesn't believe in everything that they hear, read. Maybe there's a God who values such kind of, you know, characters, let's say. Or maybe I'll be fucked up. Maybe there is a very dumb God or evil God or whatever. So it depends on the God.
An omni believer you have in the chat.
You believe that doesn't make any sense. And I don't want to engage with that person if that's the case.
Well,
Uh, I don't think there's something fruitful there.
Do you believe all gods?
Okay, I just said I don't want to engage. Welcome, OP. OP. So the universe just happened to form a solar system with humans and sentient intelligent life. Okay. If it was something else, Dosek, let's suppose no solar systems, no sentient lives, but other things. Other things. Just try to imagine, okay? Use your imagination. You could ask the same question. The same question, literally. If you were observing from outside, you could say, hey, just happened to be like this randomly. If that was meaningful to you, because life is meaningful to us because we are alive, okay? And that's why you think that it's special. But any other combination is also special as this one, and you don't see that. You don't understand that. And any combination of those numbers that allows us, you know, or allows something to exist, they're all special.
Hmm. Correct.
how do you calculate that probability? He said, scientifically improbable that the planet exists.
As anarchists said, a bunch of baseless assertions. Okay, Dosek, like, hear me out again. Any other combination could be claimed as also fine tuning. Change the numbers, okay? Then we can call, okay, it's fine tuned for x, whatever the x in that universe, okay? Change numbers again, and we have b, and we can claim it's fine tuned for b. If those numbers were different, then there wouldn't be b, okay? And change those numbers. Now we have c, okay? And we can easily claim that those numbers were arranged to create c. They were finely tuned just to create c. Change numbers again, you have d. Again, that's the same thing. If you're not giving literal logic. Yeah, Dosek, you have to prove that creating life was the purpose. You have to bring evidence for such a claim because you're assuming that creating life was the purpose and you don't have evidence for that. You have to prove it, then we can think about it, okay? But you don't have any good evidence to claim that that was the purpose. Just because there is a result, that doesn't mean that was a purpose. And you missed this one also.
Also saying that there's gravity that's just the right amount, therefore we all exist. That's just an observation. That doesn't mean anything. It just means that you are already here observing something and then justifying it with nothing.
Yeah. They can be partially, I mean, they can be mistakenly true. They're just randomly assuming those things, but
Yes,
they
it's
might be
possible.
true.
It's not knowledge
Yeah.
because it's just a coincidence. Yeah.
Results are not purposes always. Okay. And yes, it's true that some results are based on the purpose. But again, to be able to claim that something was finely tuned, you have to show us that that was the purpose. If you cannot show that, so hear me out. When we look at the clouds, we see a lot of shapes. Anything you imagine, we can see that in the sky. Okay. If we see a crocodile, do you think we should think that that was the purpose of someone, or the image of Jesus, or a dick in the sky? Can we say that that was the purpose? Can we claim that? If the answer is no, then you should think about fine tuning the argument again. Anyway, that's enough to answer the chat box. I don't like it that much. Here's the link again. We need speakers. More speakers. Speakers.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Welcome, Paul.
Oh, okay. Yeah, some connection issues here. Yeah, I was just gonna say, because yeah, I guess that person was saying that the purpose of the universe or whatever was fine-tuned for life or whatever. And I don't know, like the universe is like so vast, it just doesn't seem like it's been fine-tuned for life. I don't know. Maybe it has, but it's just a gigantic universe where we don't even have like we don't even know if I guess we kind of know life might exist on other planets, just like, or whatever, but it's just crazy. I don't think you go through all that trouble to create Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, or whatever just to have life.
I think universe is finally tuned for gas. There's a lot of gas. There is some digestion problems about God, I think. That's why there is a lot of gas in the universe. And that was the purpose. The universe was finally tuned to absorb gas so that God can get rid of the gas problem. That's why we see a lot of gas in the universe. Hey, we are DNA. Long time no see. Welcome. Good to see you too. Okay. Rafi. Any believers in the room? Any believers in the room? Any believers in the room? Yeah, that's a good point. Like, I think they were also discussing about this on Alex O'Connor. Okay, you guys have seen that one?
Latest?
Yeah, the last one.
I haven't seen Alex in a while.
Okay. I was also not watching for some long time, but I checked the last one. They were also mentioning like why it's too big if it's only tuned for life here, and that doesn't make any sense, right? We don't see life abundantly in the universe. So then why you claim that it's fine tuned for life? We see life only on this planet.
But how do we know? I mean, we haven't observed that far, have we?
Oh, we observed enough also, many star systems, right? And we are not getting any evidence that suggests that there is life on those planets. That doesn't mean there's no life at all. But so far, yeah, we didn't have good evidence. And we searched a lot. So, like, here's the thing: if it was so abundant in the universe, then I think we must have found so far? Because like how many years we're searching?
But we're just like a little time frame in a very old universe. Maybe there was life thriving before in very
Mhm.
far places that we haven't reached yet, and it went extinct.
Okay, sure. That this is one of the assumptions when it comes to say why we are not able to find other lives. Yeah, if that's the case, yeah, maybe that's why we're not able to find. But for someone who claims that it was finely tuned for life and not being able to find other lives, kind of doesn't
I see.
correlate.
Selfish, just looking from the very anthropocentric point of view.
Okay, that sounds
Yeah,
explained.
maybe it would be like, you know, I built a house for you. I built this gigantic house for you, but unfortunately, you can only like actually occupy one tiny space of it. That's it. You can't go anywhere else in the house.
Yeah, like I think that Phil had one with a hotel where. Do you remember that one?
We had many hotel examples.
Yeah. Well, one of them.
Okay, if you remind.
It's like create this huge hotel and then put oxygen on only in one room.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
That's a good one. Yeah.
It wasn't yours. I'm gonna claim it then.
I remember it. Like, I'm just surprised. Okay. Yeah, like that the main video on my channel, like, why there's no oxygen on the moon, on the Mars, at least the neighbor planets, right? Why they're so lifeless, or why? Like, the question was, God didn't know that we're gonna go to moon or other planets. And like probably that's why I gave this analogy. Like you just put oxygen into one room and other rooms are lifeless. I mean, you cannot survive without any equipment. So why so?
Yeah, I think that you used beds. Like you create this hotel, but there's only one bed in one room and no furniture or anything else in any of the other rooms. Quite useless.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, let's jump together. I feel like today we have people here. I think we can catch them.
Yeah, Mir was requesting for another room.
Oh, I didn't see that, but I'm on the way. I'm creating L jump. Jumping.
Okay, see ya.
Okay. Okay. Da-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum-ba-ba-ba-ba. Na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na. Da-da-da. This is a new link, guys. Uh, okay, let me kill the sound. Notifications. Notifications. Okay. I see the same people. Hey, A May. Are you a believer?
Mm, I am actually not,
Actually,
but
no.
I I'm more like agnostic kind, like seeker who just want who don't know anything, who just want to collect the knowledge.
Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. We have LL, PK. Oh, okay. All God believer also. Hmm. How can the universe be entirely naturalistic? Can't be cause and effect while having a beginning without an enclosed cause. Having a beginning without an enclosed cause. How can the universe be entirely naturalistic? Can be cause and effect? What does that mean? Can't be cause and effect while having a beginning without an enclosed cause.
Sounds like they're shifting the burden of proof
I don't know.
because
Maybe
they're asking us to justify
LP you're breaking if you hear me.
like
LP
how
sounds
nature
check.
can exist without a cause, but they need to tell us why nature um,
LP you're breaking.
needs a cause.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. Well, if they're trying to turn the table, it's so simple. Because it causes an infinite regress. That's their answer. Just copy paste the answer. So you need one thing without a cause. That's all. If one thing can exist without a cause, then the other thing can exist without a cause. Okay, Rocky, that list kinda. Okay, the thing is, I had very few debates with Jewish people. I even don't remember exactly. So that's why I don't know if it's in the right place or not. But I can say, yeah, Muslims, they have more information about their religions. That's my experience. But that can be a biased experience because here on Free for Talk, we come across with more Muslim people than Christians. So that's why I might be wrong. And many people who join from YouTube, they were also knowledgeable about their religion and they're mostly Christians. So I don't know. Okay. I pray that you regain your faith before you die, just like before. Yeah, but Mir, like, what a prayer is that? You don't know which God exists. You don't know which afterlife exists. You're praying randomly without knowing. So if I gain faith in the false God, let's say, that's a bad thing for me. So you're a bad person for me. You are praying for my bad. I mean, it's not helpful. That's a harmful prayer for me.
What?
So if I say, I hope you one day start worshiping Satan, let's say this is my prayer, do you think that it's a good one for you?
No, I don't.
I also don't think it's a good prayer for him. But the problem is he doesn't know which God is real, which afterlife is real. So he said regain. In that case, he wants me to be a Muslim again. But what if Islam is the false religion? That would be a really harmful prayer, right? And imagine it's accepted by chance, randomly. Anyway, any other believers in the room, guys?
Guys, sleep. Guys, sleep.
Guys, slept. Okay.
Where from?
Okay, you keep speaking randomly. That's not cool.
What?
Uh,
Where from?
I'm from heaven. Jonas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from heaven.
I'm from Morocco.
Okay, cool.
How old are you?
5.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah, 17. I'm 17.
Okay.
Old years. Years old.
Okay. We have Ali. We have college dump.
Do you
Yusuf
work?
said.
Do
Yusuf
you
said.
work?
Yusuf said he wants to just listen. Um, so it's another dead end.
No believers again.
Yeah, no believers again.
Maybe college dump. Hey, are you a believer? I went to check on the news.
Not
The street
100%, but 50-50, I can say.
50-50.
Explain that.
Like it's uh,
You believe in half a god? Which half?
Half god, half human.
no, not
Maybe
half
the right
God or
half.
not human, but not completely believing in God and not completely not believing on God. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay. You believe, but that belief is very vague. I understand. Okay. We have new people. Shiva. Oh, there's a god in the room. We have Say Komar Gaming. And yeah. Okay, people. Okay, people. Are waiting. We are waiting.
What do you think
About what?
about you? Do you believe in God?
I don't believe in any god.
Okay.
But I believe in God, strongly believe in God.
Okay, which god you believe in?
I am from the Islamic point of view, and I am a Muslim.
Okay.
My English is not good, so I think it would be quite difficult for me to explain you guys. But I believe in God. By the way, why you don't believe in God? Is there any specific reason?
Yes, there is.
And what is that?
Because I don't see good evidence to believe a god exists.
Okay. Okay, I am asking you a question. If I say you that pen is lying on the table, right? A pen is lying on the table. So there must be someone who has put the pen on the table, right?
Okay, good. So
So
let me say something similar. God,
let me complete what I believe. Then I will listen about your thoughts.
Your
So
example was enough to understand how you believe. But
no,
Yeah,
anyway,
that's correct.
I have just asked the question. I am not conclude my argument about the belief of God, the existence
let's
of God.
let's see. You have a different, very different argument than other believers. Let's see that. Okay, go on, finish your argument.
Okay, now as the pen cannot come by its own self on the table, so there must be someone who has put the pen on the table.
Why you're repeating yourself?
Everyone, I think, yeah, I am just
Wasting the
repeating
time.
because I am just asking from all of you: is do you believe on this thing that someone is there who put the pen on the table,
You're
right?
not talking to everyone, Ali. You're talking to me right now. Okay.
Okay, but
I already
everyone is
said.
listening.
I already said
Everyone is listening.
yes. I already said
Okay,
yes.
okay,
Please don't waste the time. Okay.
okay. Now the time. Okay, so the starting point of the time is also the existence of the world. Like time is the energy or whatever you say to the time. So when you go at the start of the time, so there must be a power who initialize the time. Okay, as the pen cannot come on the table without the other person. Similarly, time cannot be existence without someone great power who has initialized the time. So according to me, the one who has initialized the time was the God. So that is the reason that I believe in God,
Okay. Thanks for wasting the
because
time. You didn't say anything new to us. You should know that. Maybe
uh,
you can feel
yeah,
just a little
I can
guilty.
understand that you don't have any answer of uh, this explanation what I
Really?
explained to you.
Oh, my
Therefore,
fucking God.
now
Well,
you are
I'll meet you
now
right
you are
now.
just
I'll meet you right now. Okay. If you try to interrupt me, I'm gonna kick you. But you should be patient when I'm answering what you said, okay? And I'm gonna mute the other guy because there's an echo. So Ali, so pen exists and someone put the pen on the table. Okay. But the one who put the pen on the table and the one who created the pen are not the same people mostly. Okay. So that means to be able to see the pen on the table, you need more than one person. Okay. And for the creation of the pen, you need a lot of people, even, okay, in general. And you need someone else to put the, you know, pen on the table. So far, we have many people involved to be able to put the pen on the table. So you're saying that someone put the universe into existence or put the time into existence, and you believe that it's only one person. That doesn't make any sense according to your example, because in your example, you need a lot of people to get the pen on the table. And if that will be the case, then there must be someone who designed the universe, create the time, and create other things, create the energy. Like you need like many other, creators, according to your example. But you're saying, oh no, 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 no. There's only one guy who created everything. That doesn't match with your example. In your example, there are many people. The one who puts the pen is different. The one who created the pen, those people are different people. Okay. But when it comes to universe example or time that you mentioned, only one person is doing the job. And that's not matching. I hope you can understand the problem in your example. Your example is problematic because in your conclusion, you assume that everything has been done by only one creator, one God, or whatever. Your example doesn't say that. That's why you should change your example, because your example helps for many creators, okay?
Yeah. Hi, philosopher.
Hey,
Can I add something up?
sure.
I'll keep it short. Okay.
Okay.
So he basically, I think what he meant more likely, most likely is whoever does anything, whether there are many segments or whatever, all the things are by the command of the creator, one and only. I think he meant that, like to move the pen, to buy the pen, everything, the
That's
whole
his
process,
beliefs.
every
Yeah,
person.
I
Yeah,
understand that.
that's what he just like. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
he
but
just
but
said.
that,
Yeah.
that's the belief part that he cannot prove through the same example, because the example that he has given, as I explained, the one who puts the
Incomplete.
pen is different.
Yeah.
The one who creates the pen,
Mhm.
many people create the pen, right? So there are many actors in that example, but when he changes the example to reality and his beliefs, he says, okay, someone put the universe here or time, and he thinks only one cause for that. There's only one cause. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't match with the example.
It's like a metaphoric thing. Like, and also his English is not like his
It's not about
communication
English.
was not
It's not about English.
fully like.
They don't
Hello.
understand making arguments. That's why they give such silly examples. Hello.
Yeah. Right.
Hello. So how many of you guys really believe in God? I mean, I wanna know.
What do you need to know how many of us do? What's that important?
You don't need to
Of
know.
us
Yeah.
do.
But I hope believers are more.
I don't
Go.
know.
Seemingly not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not much of a believer. I think I'm more of an atheist, I would say.
Okay. Now I will be certain that non-believers are more than the believers.
So you are a believer. I mean, which God do you believe in?
I'm not a believer.
Okay, you are a non-believer too. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
It was hard to understand from my speech.
No, I mean, I was not listening much. I mean, I just joined.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Gaming
why
or
do you not?
something?
No, I'm not gaming actually. I just joined actually. So why don't you believe in God? Like, why?
Why? Because I don't see good evidence to believe a God exists. That's why.
Okay. Like, can you give me some examples? Like, how good evidence is? How do you
Okay.
not see that?
For example, I was talking to those Muslim guys here.
Okay.
So their God is super powerful, super intelligent. Even they say be and it becomes. So it's like you think about a phone, then the phone appears in front of your eyes. Such a power.
Okay.
And I can say, okay, if I pray to this guy right now, if he exists, if he accepts my prayer, let's say if I see an iPhone 17 on my table right now, and I'm gonna say that, okay, yeah, that's a very good evidence.
Man, like that was just sick. I would say. Like, how is that even possible? Seriously.
uh like if one statement is true, it's possible. For example, if their God is real, then it's possible.
Yeah, but it's literally impossible.
Literally impossible. How do you know that?
I mean, you can just check it. You can
Uh
just call those guys and ask them. They would also say that, I think. I mean,
okay.
or can they
It's,
summon?
it's,
Well,
Can
no,
they
I
summon?
it's
wouldn't say
possible.
that.
What?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I don't know how it's possible, but I wouldn't say it's like impossible.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but I mean, it's a bit complex, to be honest. Like,
Well,
yeah,
now
I'm
you're
not a
making a claim.
religious
Well, now
person.
you're making a claim. You're
Yeah.
saying that it's not impossible. I mean, you're saying
Okay.
that and so that's just a claim too. How do you know it's not impossible?
Like,
How do you know it is
sometimes
possible? It is possible.
some, sometimes you pray for something and it's not you only pray and it will happen. God also said you need to work on it, right? The thing is, like, it's a bit complex because sometimes you pray for something but it doesn't happen. Sometimes you pray for it but it happens. So what you pray and what happens is the thing which is the complex thing. That is what I'm saying.
Gaming, no, it's not complex. There are prayers that they will never happen seemingly, and they have never been happening. For example, there had been thousands or maybe millions of people that who didn't have arms, legs, or they can pray for health or to see their arms back. They wish for that, but they never get it. And there are many other things that people can pray or did pray, but they never, had come true. So
Yeah, but
we see a
things
problem
came
there.
true also, right? So it's not always not true. Thing is, this world is like a testament. It's like a word. It's like a world, like a game.
Yeah,
So it's
that's a
not
good
always supposed to
excuse.
like go.
That's a very good
Yeah,
excuse when people don't get their prayers. Yeah,
Yep, yep.
very good excuse. I appreciate that excuse, but that doesn't mean God exists. That doesn't mean this is a test.
Let's say
I,
you even let's say you sometimes get your prayers. Why can't it be a coincidence? Like, how can you just believe it's God?
yeah, because there are
and
things.
praying doesn't make you the superhero or nothing bad happens always. Okay, bad will happen, good will happen, and sometimes things happen in mysterious ways. Okay, and this is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's true. It's not definite to give a present or any like many things even after giving evidence. There are many things which still have lot to information about.
Even if you don't pray, you get something. So then, how can you understand you got something because of the prayer? There's a chance that you could get it even if you were not praying.
Exactly. Yeah, true. Like in life becomes sort of like empty or something like that. So the Muslim like believe for the afterby and also here.
Uh,
Because people will go away, people will die. No matter how smart or how best things you have, there still will be things missing. What does complete everything, and what does happen after death? So where the place which like makes sense, like in this world, like there are limits or like so many things, like there are punishment stuff like that. There's no definite answer. Nobody is here to tell like this is what it is. So a definite place, a definite punishment, definite reward, where is it? Who will tell that you are telling the truth? Where does the truth come from? And the truth before that truth and after the truth.
Okay. And do you believe in God, gamer?
Yeah, I think it is. Obviously, he's defending it.
I don't know.
Yes, because I'm talking about this. So yes, I'm Muslim.
You're a Muslim.
Yes.
Okay. So if no one knows the truth, how can you justify God's existence or your religion?
Of course, there are some definite truths, but I'm just saying, like I was saying, the before context in a different way. Yeah.
Different way.
Different context. Different context. Yeah.
What do you mean exactly?
What? Okay, the before context was just like a vague concept. Now you're talking about what I believe, right? I am born in a Muslim family. So I've been seeing a lot of Muslim like information, Muslim rituals, and everything. People. So it's not easy, but I just choose to believe in what I believe. It's because I don't need to like many things, but it's worth finding because it's a good thing. The thing is, I already accept. Like I'm cool with it. I sort of like believe I have not many problems. I stick with what I stick with.
You just believe, okay.
Okay.
No, I not just I simply believe. There are many things, many stories. If you want to read about any religion, it's in the internet, right? If I have to say something, I can say so many things. But yeah,
But stories can be made in any way. Even I can make stories. I mean, why can you
no,
believe?
it's not a story you and me make. Person, group of people. It's not. There is a difference between a cult, small cult, big cult, acceptable. Okay, I'm not talking about my and your story. Okay, I'm talking about scholars, talking about worldly renowned, worldly accepted things, not me only following. Right? So you cannot say that making up stories and stuff like that.
I can still say that.
You can say that. You can no, you can say that.
Yes,
But
we
I
can.
cannot say that. I'm not saying. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
You can say whatever you want to. Yeah.
Sure,
Exactly.
sure. And it's true. If there's a story, doesn't matter how many people believe in it, still it doesn't mean it's true. That's logic.
Yeah, that's also good logic, but
Very good logic.
not always it applies with everything. It doesn't
Not
matter how many
always.
people, but sometimes matter how many people. Like
Sometimes.
yeah, you said a good thing. If the tomorrow all people are following Hinduism or Christianity, will I switch to that? It's a good question for that. No, I will not switch. It doesn't bother me like how many or not. I'm just based in whatever I base my belief in, and there's not
Just like you want to believe in it. You just want to believe in it because you've seen it from your birth, and you just want to believe in it. You just don't want to lose your
and I'm
only
convinced.
thing that categorizes you in a group. You
Yeah,
just don't
sort
want
of. You can
to
say,
change that.
yeah. And I am convinced so far.
Yeah, then the discussion's over already.
With where I am.
Yes. You're right. Mhm. Okay. Believers, they don't want to talk that much. Oh,
Yeah.
what's your mic?
Hmm?
SP.
I don't think anybody wanna talk.
You don't think? Okay.
I'm talking, guys, but I should make space for everyone.
Yeah, but someone else should talk.
Maybe many people just join to listen.
Yeah, they all just wanna watch the thing going on from the sidelines. They don't wanna join the army themselves. It's okay. They're just a crowd
It's
and
a
the audience.
it gets a little bit of frustrating, but people have the freedom. Like, okay, like, yes. It always be like this, philosopher.
Sorry, come again?
Does it always be like this, philosopher? Like people don't talk?
Not always. Definitely not always. But yeah, this is not rare
Yeah.
also, unfortunately.
Oh,
How much do you
okay.
get? How much do you get paid to do this?
Oh, those Illuminati guys?
Yeah, they're paying you the big bucks.
Very big numbers, yeah. Like OP, like can you like imagine like I do it every day. I like that the previous person said you're fucking obsessed about this. So you wouldn't do that without money, right?
Of course not. That's why I'm here. I'm hoping that maybe at some point I can make some money out of it.
Okay, okay. I'll ask the big guys. You know, we are shitty people. We don't want to share. That's why I didn't think about it.
Coincidentally, I'm playing Alan Wake 2, and there is a cult issues there. Yeah, fun, good game.
Rocky. That was funny.
No, for real, like Alan Wake 2 is like I'm enjoying so far. Where's the game?
Douglas, what changed when I see a little bit of aggression in your text? You're not happy to see us here in the same room again and again, like the other people who are not happy about this? Don't know. Maybe. Okay, guys, let's don't waste the time here in this room. I'm jumping. The new room, the new room, the new room, new room, 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 rum, rum. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Something is off about him today. I'm not sure what exactly.
But who?
Douglas, you remember him?
I don't think I know him.
Oh, okay. We had a chat a couple of times.
Word salad,
Uh,
Rocky said.
that's kind of true, yeah.
Oh,
That's
not
why
good.
it was funny.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
What's
Ferreira.
your name?
My namey
That's it.
Phil.
Phil. Nice to meet you, Phil. My name is Abinadab. Where are you from?
Benadabi, I'm from heaven. What about you?
I'm from Brazil.
Okay. Hmm. I couldn't guess that.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, bro. Where are you from?
Hello, I'm from heaven.
Heaven.
Oh, we. Welcome, we. Welcome.
Anyone
Same
from
here.
India?
I believe same we.
Oh, welcome, B.
I imagine he's not the same we.
Yeah.
Let me check. No,
Maybe
it's the same
excitement.
we. I see he's online. And
Anyone
he's in
from
this room.
India? Hello,
Okay.
guys. I'm audible.
Hey. Welcome, we. Can you talk?
Where are you from?
I'm gonna kick you if you ask again. F1, okay?
Nobody's from
Why?
India.
Because it's boring, man. That's fine. Yeah, he finally made it.
Anyone in software engineering?
No.
Sorry, he couldn't get the answer.
You kicked
Okay.
him.
Okay, he cannot talk. Okay, like seemingly you are better. I think we can assume that. And it's really good to see you here, Ree, okay? TR. Tyran? Turan.
Yeah,
Tyran. Okay.
I'm a software engineer.
You're what?
What you just say before I'm coming.
I said hi.
I think he's answering the question of the other guy, the guy that you kicked.
Oh, there's really terrible latency on his side.
No.
Okay. I believe an engineer could figure out what's going on here without asking many questions.
Mhm.
Okay. For the other people who cannot understand that, this room is about God's existence, and this is live on YouTube. We love to discuss about this topic, and we earn millions of dollars paid by Illuminati.
And the Dawkins Foundation.
Don't say that.
Oh, was that a secret?
Oh, that was the secret. Fuck, I told them don't put her in the team. Ah, okay. They're gonna decide. They're gonna decide.
Charlie looks like a believer. I'm just throwing that out there.
Who's a believer?
I don't know. Charlie looks like a believer. Maybe
Charlie.
I'm assuming.
So
Okay.
does Hana. Hannah does too, or Hana.
If someone is just thinking about some jokes, please don't. Longy, Mr. Charlie, Hannah, Alex, Tyran, Bikram. Okay.
Are we placing bets?
We have another OP.
I just saw
Hello?
that.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Big
Hello. Hello. How are you all, friend? Yes, OP and all.
fine.
Okay. And your state and your hello.
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 I don't know how many times he can say hello.
Hmm.
And I really don't want to know also at the same time.
Hello. My from is India and you. MHSGNM CS.
BK. This is not a,
Becky.
yeah, BK. This is not a meeting room. You should know that, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much. Here we talk about God's existence, and our discussion will be on live on YouTube, okay? So if
Okay.
people are interested and if there are believers who wants to engage with the topic, then we'll be pleased. But other topics and other purposes won't be.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. So where are the believers? So that means no believers in 2025. Good.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I'm Alex. So I partially believe I'm not a person who truly believe in gods. We can say I prefer the philosophy.
You
Means
prefer philosophy. Okay.
instead of just praying to the god, follow his. You can say he's famous for what? So we have some gods who is known for. He's a god of physics. So instead of just sitting and praying for that god, work out. So
Cow?
go to gym, run, walk, swim, do whatever.
Oh, that's your suggestion to believers.
Not suggestion, it's my way of believing in god.
Okay, but like how come working out is a belief?
Somehow it uh, we can say help me to achieve my goals. That's why I believe.
I didn't get it.
This seems useless. I don't understand what relevance this has to do with God.
Me too.
Okay, so there are gods. Everyone has their own role. Some of them are known for their bravery.
For
So I
example,
prefer.
can you give a name of that brave god?
Yes, I'm from India. So uh, the Hanuman,
Hanuman is a brave god.
he's a brave god. He is a god worship for his physique, his workout and everything. In every gym, in every, we can say, we have a wrestling uh, setup. So in everywhere, his worship.
Okay, Alex, like this Hanuman guy is different than any person.
He's different than person. I don't get that.
Okay, the Hanuman
Hmm?
is very different than a human being.
Little bit.
Like, for example, what's that difference?
Uh, like he's like his face is like monkey.
His face is like a monkey. Okay, what
Yes.
else?
He has a tail.
He has a tail, but he can
Mhm.
speak like a human.
Yes.
Okay, why do you believe that there was such a creature?
Creature because it's a, I can say, human species. In earliest, we can say he likes to work out. So even I like to work out. So instead of just visiting his temple,
I'm not
I
interested in what he likes to do. I'm interested in why do you believe that there was such a
Hey everyone, how
monkey
are you?
man?
it's
Because I don't
he's
believe
like a,
that there was a monkey man like the way that you are mentioning.
it is possible because we have
It is possible.
uh, second grown. Not grown is wrong. No, no. We have I forgot the word actually. Developed from the, means we have came from the monkeys, and it shows that
Okay, but we don't have evidence that the monkeys that we came from could speak like humans.
we have Darwinism theory, survival of the fittest. He's the person who,
Okay, but we don't
sorry,
have evidence that the monkeys that we came. Okay, we have an echo.
hmm,
Okay. Oh, like I didn't see that you're leaving, Paul. Thanks for joining, Paul. Okay. Okay, we're not able to have the talk.
So we have a Darwin's theory to prove.
Okay, Darwin's theory doesn't say that monkeys they were able to speak like humans.
We evolved from monkeys,
You,
and
are you
it is
listening? Are you listening at
yes,
all,
yes.
Alex? We
Hmm.
don't have evidence that monkeys could speak like us.
Yes, we don't have, but
Why do you
this
believe
is
that that was the case?
why do we? I believe because it's very easy to see
Hey,
what.
Rifat,
It's
ना
very
जाए.
easy to see.
Hmm.
We don't
There
see
is
that.
a
Eh,
same
ना जाए
features
আমার
that
কথা.
we share with the monkey,
We shared things with other animals too, but it doesn't mean
like I
we
don't
do
get.
the like organs, many
No,
organs.
we know our stomach is different compared to all other
Yeah,
animals.
but other animals also have stomachs which do the same job. They have brains, they have hearts which pumps blood, they have kidneys, livers, they do the
Hmm.
similar jobs. So
Hmm.
there is too much similarity. We see that. But so what?
If we talk about the lion, buffaloes, their intestine are different compared to ours.
They have intestines at least. We
Yes,
also have, but trees they don't have, right?
trees.
Yeah. Or
We-
tomato doesn't have intestine, right?
Okay, they are
So
in a
so
diff.
yeah, and that's why like I said there are similarities, and these are huge similarities.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, imagine I was isolated in a room from the very
Hmm.
beginning, but they teach
Hmm.
me about human biology, okay?
Hmm.
And then they take me out, and I realize there are other things like animals, okay?
Hmm.
And they say, okay, do you want to investigate them? Because you learn human biology, but you don't know anything about animal biology. Then
Hmm.
I start checking, okay? Let's suppose I have the tools, okay? And I cut open the animal and I see, you know, like heart, again, livers, stomach, intestines, brain.
Hmm.
We
Hmm.
already see the eyes, ears, nose, mouth. Okay, these are
Hmm.
already some clear similarities. But when we go deeper, we see other things which are very similar, and it like I can say, hey, yeah, this must be the brain, and probably it's having the same function. Oh, look at heart, and yeah, that's seemingly pumping the blood, and like even without knowing them, without having any education, I can show a lot of similarities. I can pinpoint, okay, I can even assume correctly, hey, that this is doing this job and this is doing this job. So anyway, why the fuck we're talking about this, I don't understand too. But what was your claim that there was a monkey who can speak like a human? And
Hmm.
why you believe in that? You said because we are similar?
Because as per my knowledge, everywhere we find believer, non-believer, they
Okay.
are means their existence is we can see in every era, even in ancient, even in medieval, even in modern world. You will find those who believe, those who do not
Mhm.
believe. So those who believe it's helpful for them, then believe it. It's not harm. And those who do not believe, they believe science, so it's not harm. So main thing is that either you believe or not, it's going to help
That's
you.
not the main thing here.
Okay, then what is
But
main thing?
anyway, it's okay. You just if you didn't get so far, then you don't need to know it. So yeah, that's the fact. Some people believe, some people don't believe, and you didn't need to say it. But anyway, you said it. We cannot change that. Mm, okay.
And the irony is that you will always find the exceptions in both cases.
Exceptions?
Exceptions.
Like what, for example?
Like what those who believe it's very easy to find the exception, those who do not believe it's easy to find the exceptions in every thing in both
It
ways.
didn't make any sense, but anyway. Okay. Longy.
Hmm.
No more believers. Okay. I'm getting bored. Okay.
Believers in what?
In God, our topic is God's existence.
Okay. Which
I believe in Jesus Christ.
You believe in Jesus.
which
Hey, Longi, there's an echo from your side. Longi.
yeah?
Okay. I hope there is no anymore.
Sorry, I didn't understood.
You didn't understand. I said believers of God because this is our topic.
Hmm. Okay. So I'm a believer.
Okay. Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. Why do you believe that a God exists?
But I was hearing your conversation.
Good.
Sorry?
That's good. That's good. So why do you believe a God exists?
Hmm. Because I exist and I didn't came from nothing. So I believe
Okay.
that there are one God who created everything and everyone.
God created
And yeah,
everything. Okay. Do you think that this God created himself?
I
Because you said
think
created
he's
everything.
above the concept of creation. I
But
think
you can simply
our
answer my question. So, do you think this God created himself?
no,
No. Then who created your God?
anyone.
No one created your God.
Yes, no
Okay,
one.
so you believe that something can exist without a creator. That's your belief.
Yes,
Then
yes.
why you don't believe that
But
the universe can
it's
exist
not
without a creator?
something. It's not something because God is not a thing.
Whatever it is, like it's a thing for me. It's something,
Ah,
right?
okay.
Something, someone, that doesn't
For you,
matter.
not for me.
Okay, not something, not someone, then what?
Um, you cannot describe with words what is God. There is
Okay,
no definition to God.
okay, but doesn't matter. When you say everything, you mean the universe only?
The what?
Like, if there's, and I don't want to say something, okay? But
Okay.
there's only this universe and your God? Let me ask in that way.
It's a belief, I think.
Sure,
There
it's
is
only.
only what?
Okay, you
When we
think,
visit a friend who is in hospital and he is dying, the doctor's words are, "Do not believe in science. It's in God's hand." So why the doctor use that phrase?
because they're stupid.
Because they are stupid. But they are even the doctors. They have learned the science more than any one of us.
Yeah,
Still, they believe.
they
So
cannot
why don't
cure
we?
the death. They want to give hope to those people.
So same. You answered my question. The God is hope, belief, and everything. He's not
Okay,
a person. He's not a thing. So it's hard to define, and it's even hard to present the existence. But existence is there because
okay. Either it
people.
exists or it doesn't exist. That's our discussion, which you don't want to have it. Please don't interrupt.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
You don't want to have the discussion, and I respect that.
No, no,
And
I
I
was
didn't
just
force you.
showing my views. If it's not, okay, sorry.
But I already got your views, so it's not necessary to repeat it.
Okay.
Thank you
Sorry.
so much. Thank you. And I forgot what I was talking. That's why interruptions are not good sometimes.
You were talking about Jesus.
We were talking about Jesus. Oh, yeah, it's about something. My question was, in existence, there's only God and this universe. That was my question.
Could you repeat? I'm trying to
Okay,
comprehend. all
So when you
this. Um,
when you think about what exists, there is only
mhm,
God in this universe.
mhm. No, only God.
Only God in this universe. So this universe doesn't exist according to you.
I think so
You
because
think so?
God created the universe.
Okay. So do you believe in angels?
Yes,
Do you think angels are living in this universe?
yes. There are some angels here
I'm not asking some
and
angels.
others in the sky.
They're where?
In the sky.
Well, what do you mean by sky? In this universe or not? So do you think
It's
all of
not
the
the
angels
sky that we
are
can see.
okay? Hey Lee, Longi, do you believe that all angels are in this universe? That's not a hard
Define
question.
universe.
You need a definition of universe.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. Like, do you believe heaven and hell is where exactly?
I don't know if I can say that there are in this universe because if you define universe as something physical, this I don't know, the planets and the stuffs.
Stuff
I
that
don't
we
believe
observe.
that this. Sorry,
You don't believe in what?
I don't believe that the earth. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't believe that there is only this universe that, this material universe. There are a
That was my
spiritual
question.
universe.
That was my question. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and what are those things? Things, something, or someone? Like
Mm.
hell, heaven, spirit, soul,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
angels. There's something or someone.
Hmm. I don't know how to qualify or classify.
I don't know.
There,
Okay, but I say it's like
yeah, there are not something, neither someone.
that sounds like they're nothing.
There are something or someone that we cannot just explain,
Okay, well, what
Uh,
about this?
like
Like,
a
let's say,
spirit is a thing or
okay,
someone.
okay, let's say God is someone that we cannot explain. Does it sound good
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so God is
But what's
someone.
the point? I was trying to comprehend when you were talking with the other guy. What is the purpose of all this conversation? I got that you are not a believer or something like that, but
Yeah, the purpose of the
why do
conversation
you
is.
want to have this? Yeah.
I'm not stupid. I understand your question. So the purpose is to understand whether these believers are right about their beliefs or not.
Hmm.
Because you
So
guys have
what do you
beliefs.
believe?
I don't see good evidence to believe that what you believe is true. That doesn't mean it's false,
Yes.
but I don't see good evidence.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have a lot of beliefs, and Christians have
Mm-hmm.
different kind of beliefs. Muslims have,
Everybody have
yeah.
their yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, that's why when I think logically, I said, wait, those people cannot be right at the same time because there are many people, many religions, many different beliefs. All of them
Mm-hmm.
cannot be true at the same time. So what does that mean? So many of them they must be false logically. And I want to understand when someone is speaking, claiming, is it true or not? I'm just trying to understand that. That's the purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, but there was something that I was gonna say, then I couldn't say it. So, if you believe everything has a creator, then then you should sacrifice your claim. Because when you say everything has a creator, you exclude your God, and that's unfair. And like when we think about the existence, your God is included because your God exists. Like when we say this exists, this exists, this exists, okay? Doesn't matter you say something, someone, okay, let's don't call anything, okay? When you say this exists, God is included because you believe God exists. When you say angels exist, that means like these exist. Those things, like let's say, let's don't say think, but angels exist. So it's in the existence. When we say every existence has a cause, God is included, then God must have a cause. But you say, let's separate God. Except God, every existence has a cause, and that cause is God. And there's no justification for such a belief or claim. If you exclude God, I can say, okay, oh, let's suppose God doesn't exist. And when we say everything has a cause, let's say the energy, okay? We are made of energy. Let's say energy doesn't have a cause. The changes they have causes, let's say. The universe is changing, right? We observe that. So those changes, yeah, they require causes. But energy that exists or existed, it doesn't need a cause. Let's say that. Let's exclude energy. So we have a similar belief right now, and one doesn't have a God inside. Unfortunately, it's not very different. Let me check the time. Okay, cool.
Now, can I say something?
Sure. Yeah.
So we believe in angels because we are humans. When
Because you're
someone
humans?
when someone help without any proper, we can say, uh, greedy intentions, we call him or her angel. Unexpected charity towards orphanage, social, we can say, social houses, charity NGOs. So those are the angels who don't just take money. He or she, they return the sum of what they have achieved. So we call them angel.
Okay, like you're confusing things here,
So
Alex, and
the
that's
God is a force
not
that
that doesn't
drives
sound
to.
good. That doesn't sound good. We say, oh, this person is like an angel. We don't say they are angels. We're saying that they're like an angel. An angel in religions is different than humans. They're not humans. And you're confusing two things. That's not
No,
cool, okay?
if a person, if a means a person, he's detected cancer, means he's not having a money. If someone help him, so he's going to call him an angel.
No.
No, then that
I just
same
answered,
God
Alex.
help that person to
It's so
to
boring to
donate
talk to you,
money.
Alex.
Okay, okay.
Really, really, it's really boring because you're confusing things. You're doing it intentionally. That's the boring part. It's very
Okay.
clear and easy to
Hmm.
understand,
Hmm.
I believe, which is that's not what they mean exactly. They mean a person is like an angel, okay?
Hmm. Hmm.
Not angel directly, because as I said, that you didn't listen or care, in religions, angels are not humans. You know that.
Maybe because
Maybe you didn't read any religion.
no.
Okay, maybe that's why you were so ignorant about the word angel.
Yes, because the religion or God that drives the force to become an angel.
What?
The belief system on God, that's drive the force to become an angel and donate the money.
Okay. So if people don't believe in a God, then they don't help each other? That's your claim?
They don't donate.
Fuck you. You're a liar.
Give me an example. Who's not believer and he have donated
I
that much
I know
amount?
many people they're donating,
One
but
name,
they don't
please.
believe. Like you don't know of them. Like, why should I give you a name?
I will Google them.
You will Google them?
Hmm.
Do you think they're going to Google and they're sharing that they say, "Hey, I'm an atheist and I'm donating this money to those people"? You're gonna find such kind of things. But here's
Hmm.
the thing: go to YouTube, subscribe to atheist channels. Time to time, you will see that they're collecting donation for other people. You'll see
Hmm.
that. Okay, that's an evidence. If you believe
Okay.
that's why your claim is false.
So
If you don't believe in
superstition is.
if you don't believe in God, you don't donate is a false claim, Alex.
Hmm. Atheists target superstition or just belief system?
There's no such a purpose in atheism. They can target a lot of things.
I mostly have witnessed they target superstitions.
Okay, and
Not the existence. We can say exist. Uh,
not existence of God.
in most situation.
Okay, and so if that's the case, okay, it seemingly was pointless. Anyway, okay, I'll try one more time. One more time, another room, creating and jumping. Ba-dum-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Welcome back, we, Julie.
Thanks.
Da-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Come on, I will end the stream, Julie. Still zero.
Why?
Still zero.
Zero what? Believers?
No, zero viewers. I know you didn't get it, but I'm ending the
Oh, there.
stream.
Oh, no, 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 no. Don't end it.
No, no, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. When I
Like,
check,
since
it's
people
kind of killing my motivation, Julie. Every time I check, it's
don't
zero.
check. Don't check. Since people are having their own debate in the main channel, I'm gonna check that one, and then there will be one.
Oh, no, no. It's over already.
You ended it?
Yeah, I did. I cannot
Okay.
suffer more. Valid. I hope he's a valid person.
Hey, philosopher, what's up?
Hey,
Hey, what's up, buddy?
not too much. You're trying to find
So, how's your
people.
day going on?
It's a little bit boring.
Boring.
Yeah. How about there? Okay. What's this? Sarah. Okay. Luis Felipe. Felipe.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, only one. Hello, only one. Hello, only one.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
All right.
Up the summit. Rafi, how come it necessitates something with pure actuality? How did you get that conclusion? When we see causation in the universe, we don't claim pure actualities. Why it becomes a pure actuality when you go outside of the universe? How do you know how things work outside of the universe? You don't know that. You don't have that knowledge. You don't know whether causation works or not outside of the universe. If we even don't know whether there is an outside. So in many unknowns, how can you claim that there is one cause of the universe and that one cause is the pure actuality? You're just trying to fill a gap. It's a big gap, and you think you have a big gotcha guy who can fill the gap. I understand that. We don't know how it works. That's the problem. I'm like, why I forget all the time? Come on. Come on. Julie, you should remind me. You should remind me.
What was that, Phil?
When things are going boring,
Yeah,
yeah, we should do something else.
sing.
Wait a second. You'll know what's that thing.
Oh, you're gonna react.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, cool, cool.
Okay. Oh my god, I see that stupid mathematician every time I search.
The Chris, what is it?
No, like the Chinese IQ record holder. Another. I
Oh,
don't.
I don't know that one.
You don't remember?
I don't think so.
Oh, so you missed that one.
Yeah, I didn't join a couple of days. I saw that you were reacting to something.
Yeah, you missed that.
I was reading James' comment on YouTube.
What was that?
God's Tinder profile, big gotcha guy who can fill your gap.
Okay. That's a good one. Hey, Mr. Parker, welcome. Long time no see. Um. In your profile. Okay, let's check it out. I'm just trying to find short ones, not to get bored a lot. Oh my god, look at this guy. 35 seconds. Can we? Like, can we handle that, Julie?
35 seconds?
Yeah, Cliff Natural.
Okay.
You know the Cliff guy, Cliff brothers.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah, yeah.
brothers. You told me. You
Father
told me.
and son, yeah.
Yeah, that was a Cliff brothers. It's easier for me. Uh, okay, 35 seconds. I don't know what we can find from there, but let's try. Oh, it doesn't work like that. Okay.
Well, whatever it is,
Okay.
let's
Let's
solve it.
see.
What color is the note?
Okay, if you guys watching, I'm gonna start. 35
Should I? Oh,
seconds.
wait. What the hell?
What
Okay.
color is the note?
Oops. I'm not playing right now. When you're ready, I'm gonna play.
I'm there.
Okay. Maybe you should mute yourself.
Okay.
What color is the note C? Now let's go to the intellectual realm. All right, God, I can't believe on you unless you scientifically prove yourself to me. Do you realize how ridiculous and dishonest that is? What color is the note C? Middle C doesn't have a color. They're different categories. And if I'm going to say, unless I can see God, hear God audibly, touch him, smell him, taste him, then there's no God. I'm mixing my categories. I am demanding that a God who is spirit reveal himself physically right here, right now. That's dishonest. God is a spiritual being. So therefore, to demand that that God scientifically prove himself to me, otherwise I can't believe in it. It's mixing my categories. It's making a big intellectual blunder.
Okay, that's not proof of any god. First of all, that's the wrong video. It doesn't prove 100% God exists. Like, why they put that title for that video? But let's say he makes a little bit sense. Then what proves a God exists? Like you were supposed to prove a God exists. You're saying that what you require doesn't work. Okay. Okay, our requirements doesn't work, but what's the way that you prove a God exists? You just say it's spiritual. You cannot taste, smell, see. Okay. Then why the fuck you believe a God exists then?
That's a good point.
Let's try another one. That was shitty. Wordless. Next level genius. Christian instantly ends 80s scientist career in debate. Okay.
Instantly. Oh my god.
You want to see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's check it out.
In this video, scientists.
Oops. Oops. Julie, you'll get a mute from me.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I can mute you. Oh, Edward, welcome. Welcome. Other people new? Let me check. Nope. Okay. Okay. In this video. Okay, this is already a reaction video. Okay. A reaction to a reaction.
Scientist and Professor Reynold J. Schlepper challenges Christian apologist Kevin Hovind with this question, convinced he has him cornered, but instantly regrets it. Kevin's answer is absolutely brilliant.
I am confused. Being philosophically consistent and being a very honest person, I'm sure you can tell me where God came from. And in addition, once you've told me where God comes from, please try to clarify how you can figure that a spiritual force can have an impact on a material universe to create it. I think that some years ago, we already talked about that kind of thing in philosophical circles at any rate, by posing the question, if angels are made of spiritual matter, and a pen is made of material matter, and spiritual matter displaces no space, how many angels can dance on the tip of a pen?
Like, I don't know how they're gonna deal with such kind of good questions. These are good questions. They claim a lot of things about those things, and no good justification so far. And they think they're gonna corner this guy. Let's see.
I have a sense of sort of reversal experience here, but please do, go ahead.
You got 5 minutes. Now, I just want to know which question.
That's all right. You may take the rest of the minutes.
We're supposed to do one question at a time. Which one would you like?
Hello?
That was part of the
Can you guys
format
hear
of the
me?
debate. So which
Hey, man. Can
Oh, okay,
you
okay. I was,
wait for 5 minutes or maybe just a little bit
yes,
more
yes, I
than that?
can.
Okay, thank you
No,
so
that's no
much.
problem. I'll mute my.
Okay, look, I think. Oh, you didn't click on my profile? Click on my profile, man. Fruit Inspector. We're watching something, and you can understand what's going on.
I want you to fill in the story of
Oh,
the rest of
click
the
on your
beginning of the
profile. Tap on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you're doing that. Okay.
universe. God, spiritual matter, impact on material matter.
Okay. So 2 questions. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. Your question, where did God come from, assumes that you're thinking of the wrong. Obviously, it displays that you're thinking of the wrong God, because the God of the Bible is not affected by time, space, or matter.
Okay, then that's the simple definition problem. X exists, but X exists the way that they think. They define X in a way that suggesting that it doesn't have a cause. So when you say X is uncaused, by definition it's uncaused, but defining something doesn't make it real. That's our simple lesson here that we try to repeat again and again, again and again, every day. So if you have a definition of a Superman, that doesn't mean Superman is real. If you have a definition of unicorns, leprechauns, uh, Hulk, that doesn't mean it's real. Okay. So that's the way that you say yourself. That's why you started speaking about Bible. What was his name? Kevin, or whatever. That's why he just immediately went to the Bible.
If he's affected by time, space, or matter, he's not God. Time, space, and matter is what we call a continuum. All of them have to come into existence at the same instant. Because if there were matter but no space, where would you put it? If there were matter and space but no time, when would you put it? You cannot have time, space, or matter independently. They have to come into existence simultaneously. The Bible answers that in 10 words. In the beginning, there's time. God created the heaven, there's space, and the earth, there's matter. So you have time, space, matter, created a trinity of trinities there. Just, time is past, present, future. Space has length, width, height. Matter has solid, liquid, gas. You have a trinity of trinities created instantaneously, and the God who created them has to be outside of them. If he's limited by time, he's not God. The guy who created this computer is not in the computer. He's not running around in there changing the numbers on the screen, okay? The God who created this universe is outside of the universe. He's above it, beyond it, in it, through it. He's unaffected by it. So the concept that a spiritual force cannot have any effect on a material body, well, then I guess you'd have to explain to me things like emotions and love and hatred and envy and jealousy and rationality. I mean, if your brain is just a random collection of chemicals that form by chance over billions of years, how on earth can you trust your own reasoning processes and the thoughts that you think? Okay, so your question, where did God come from, is assuming a limited God, and that's your problem. The God that
Okay. Nothing new, nothing different. Just people are, clapping there. When you say this is God, okay, now it means there is a God. That's why you cannot ask where God came from, because the God that they believe in, they assume, is timeless, spaceless, something. And if you buy that, then that question doesn't make sense. But you have to buy it first. But the problem is why we should buy it. Why we should think just because you define something that means it's real. Why we should think that. And I believe no one asked this question in this debate.
I worship is not limited by time, space, or matter. If I could fit the infinite God in my 3-pound brain, he would not be worth worshiping, that's for certain. So that's the God that I worship. Thank you.
Okay, summary. God is this. I believe so because Bible says so. That's why your question doesn't make sense. Period.
No matter how hard atheists try to argue against Christianity, I am grateful that the Lord is raising up both men and women to give a defense for the hope that is within us.
My God. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, enough Bible. Hey, James.
Hey there.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try another. Hey, you were going to say some. Oh, you. What? This is a new one.
This is relevant to the thing that you just played about the beginning, and people are talking about it in chat as well.
Okay. Let's see.
If the very first verse of your Bible says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth," it's mistranslated. Hey everybody, I'm Dan McClellan. I'm a scholar of the Bible and religion, and the fit for this video is the death of Superman. The very first word of the Bible in Hebrew is Bereshit, which does not mean in the beginning. If they wanted to say in the beginning, they would have written Barishonah. That's in the absolute state. That has the definite article. Bereshit does not have the definite article because it's not in the absolute state. Every single time it occurs in the Hebrew Bible, it is in the construct state. And this is a fancy way of saying it is in an X of Y relationship with whatever comes after. And so it's better interpreted in the beginning of God creating the heavens and the earth, or more idiomatically in English, when God began to create the heavens and the earth. It is a temporal clause, and the next verse describes the state of affairs when God began to create the heavens and the earth. And what was that state of affairs? Well, the earth was already there.
Okay, so this guy is trying to explain the mistake that they're making. Okay.
But it was welter and waste, and darkness was over the face of the depths, and God's Spirit moved over the face of the waters. And then the creative act begins with light. So Genesis 1:1 is not creation ex nihilo, creation out of nothing. In fact, there's no creation ex nihilo anywhere in the Bible, because
Ooh.
that doctrine was created in the late 2nd century CE by Christians who were debating with Gnostics and other Greek thinkers about the morality of eternal matter and the rationality of the resurrection. And folks who want to bring up, well, 2nd Maccabees 7 and these other passages that also talk about things being made uk ex onton, or not from what is. This reflects the Aristotelian notion that creation is a question of imposing form and function on matter that does not have it. And in Greek philosophy, matter that did not have form and function was considered to exist in the realm of non-being. It's not that it didn't exist, it just did not have form and function and therefore did not have being according to their understanding. This is not creation ex nihilo. Again,
Okay.
that doctrine was created by Christians in the late 2nd century CE.
Okay. Thanks for the clarification, James.
Mm-hmm.
There's just one thing.
Hmm.
I cannot use this against Christians. Like saying that, hey, this word doesn't mean that. It's not helpful for any people who are just debating, discussing here randomly because they're not gonna buy it. That's why it's not useful when debating with those people, but it's useful for me to understand more and deeply. And thank you
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
So let's check other believers. By the way, like this, what was his name? Fruit Inspector. If you want to say something, that's the time.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. Philosober, is that your name? Yeah, my name is Robert, by the way.
Okay.
I was interested on the title. We're here discussing God and everything. So I am a Christian,
Mhm.
and the proof that I absolutely found and why I believe in the Bible is because I read it, and it turned out to be true. Now I could be like close-minded and be like, no, I don't care. This is an old book. It's irrelevant. Or I could be open-minded and really gave it a chance. And every time I read something and I didn't understand it, instead of just closing it and judging it, I investigated it and eventually it turned out to be it proved. The more I tried to prove it wrong, it proved to be true.
Robert,
So I'll share with you. I'll share. Oh, go ahead.
I've seen
Yeah.
other examples that people want to read something into their beliefs, and finally, they just believe in it more.
Well, yeah. Well,
So,
that's why we have different denominations, like branches of
mhm,
Christianity, and they derived in certain things. Like
okay,
we all conclude on the same on the centerpiece, which is Jesus Christ, our Savior and Lord.
okay.
But then from there, we go all kinds of different little directions.
I
But
see. You said it turned out to be true. I want to learn, and that's the only topic of this room, by the way. God's existence. What proves God's existence? I want to know that.
well, I mean, in Romans, I go by scripture. So because, like I said, it's it's basically what proved it to be right. So that
Scripture.
question,
How?
I'll share to you. Like for instance, like if the Bible gave us the ability to understand like for this question that you brought up right now, right? It was already written about long ago, and it starts in Romans chapter 1, verse 18. It reads like this. It says, "The wrath of God is being revealed from heaven against all godlessness and wickedness of people who suppress the truth by their wickedness. Since
But
what
that
may
doesn't
be
mean.
known about God,
I
but no, but
see.
wait, listen. But wait, listen. Since what may
I'm
be known
listening now,
about God
Robert.
is plain to them because God has made it plain to them. For
Okay,
since the
Robert.
creation of the world,
None of it proves that this is true.
well, wait, we're gonna move. Wait, hold on. Look, we can move on, but listen. They're like, if it isn't true, then they listen to it and laugh about it. But I don't know. I think you're having trouble listening to it. Look,
I mean,
listen to what it says.
I have
he.
It says,
trouble because
I
you're
think.
not proving that this is true. You're just
because
saying that this is the claim in
well,
the Bible.
I think it's a
no, but
powerful
look,
argument. My book must be true because my book says it's true.
no, watch. But listen, guys. Here comes the punchline. Just wait for it. Okay, look.
Yeah.
It says, since what may be known about God is plain to them, because God has made it plain to them. For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power, and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood for what has been made, from what has been made, so that people are without excuse. So like like life is amazing, guys. Life is amazing, whichever way you want to look at it. Inner word in you, your family, your pets,
Sure,
animals,
I'm
the
gonna stop you
ocean.
here, and I'll be violent about this if you don't stop. Okay. So when you say life is amazing, you shouldn't ignore life is terrible also, and none of it proves a God exists. And I told you
Okay,
I want to hear what proves God's existence, and you didn't say anything so far. You're just reading a text from a book, and you believe it's true. I want to know why you think it's true, because if I say, "Hey, once upon a time, Gandalf said these and these and these," he said, "You shall not pass the bridge to a creature that is very big." That doesn't mean what I said is true. I can read it. I can read it, but that doesn't make it true. That's why I'm asking you,
yeah,
what
until the
makes
creature
it
comes
true?
out,
Yeah, but
until the
God
creature
didn't come
comes
out.
out.
God didn't come out. The angels didn't come out.
Okay,
We like hell,
okay,
heaven. We don't see them. So why we should believe in it? Why we should think it's true?
okay. I'll give you a very interesting point of view. Are you aware of the war that recently is going on with Israel and Hamas?
And we don't need to bring any real examples. There are wars, yeah, always.
Okay. Well, no. The war. I'm talking about this
The
specific one
war.
because
They were.
the one that we have right now. So look, right now, what happened? This war started 2 years ago. This section of the war because it has been going on for a while. It started 2 years ago when the people from Gaza broke
Not
into
interested in it.
Israel. no. But wait, I'm sharing with you my
You're
point of view. So you
selling
can see. You
my
asked me.
time
You
here.
asked me.
How come
Well, it's 'cause look,
there are
you asked me
wars,
to prove.
therefore God exists? Just come to the
No, no,
point.
no. That's not. No, no. Just watch. It's written though. Like, listen to this. If you're asking me to prove you and you're cutting me short, how does that work? Look, this
Because
war, this war. Look, this war started because the people from Gaza broke into Israel and they attacked, and then they took hostages and took them back to Gaza. Right now, look. If you look at Amos chapter 1, verse 6 and 8, you look what it says under and amaze yourself. No, no, I'm serious, guys. I'm serious. I mean, it might seem a little bit funny. I
I'm
mean,
also
to me it
serious
was
that you're
until I
wasting a lot
started
of
studying.
time here, fruit inspector.
Well, why aren't you willing to look it up?
Because it's not proving God's existence. That's why.
Well, because you're, if you look, if you told me, look, I got something to show you that is gonna prove to you that the Bible is a lie, and I'll be like, okay, show it to me, and then you're gonna show it to me. I'll be like, no, I'm not gonna
Mhm.
see it, but prove it to me. How does that make sense? I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
how does that
patient.
make sense
You're
that
gonna present.
there are wars, and especially like you
No,
are talking
look
about a
at it.
religion which goes around that country. It started from that country, and seeing stories about it, and one matches with what they say in the future through a lot of interpretation, and you think that's a good evidence for God's existence. I don't buy that. Okay,
Well, because you don't even look at it.
I don't need to look at it, man.
Well, you need to look at it in order for you
No,
to know.
I don't need to.
Okay, so like how
I
you
looked at
well that how
Bible.
does that okay?
I read the Bible. That there is nothing can
No,
convince me that it's from a God.
look, I read it too, but I forget it. I don't, it's a big book. I don't remember everything. People remind me of things all the time. Look, I'm just basically showing you the
You're not
proof.
showing me
If you don't
anything.
want to see it,
You're just saying go and read. That's what you're doing right now.
no, 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 no. Look, it's two verses, two verses.
Mhm.
Okay, two verses that you can look because if
Copy paste the
you want
verses,
me to read
man.
it,
Why am I wasting my time? Copy
you
paste.
want me to bring it to you.
Bring it. Yeah.
Okay, so it's in Amos chapter 1. Okay, so
Will you copy
in
paste?
Amos chapter 1, I'm sorry, I don't have the ability to put it up in screen. I really don't know how to work the system.
I'm too
But look,
lazy to search it.
okay, look, Amos chapter 1, verse 6 to 8, it says, this is what the Lord says. For 3 sins of Gaza, even for 4, I will not relent because she took captive whole communities and sold them to Edom. I will send fire on the walls of Gaza that will consume her fortress. I will destroy the king of Ashdod and the one who holds the scepter in Ashkelon. I will turn my hand against Ekron, till the last of the Philistines are dead, says the sovereign Lord. Now, this is exactly what we're looking at right now, today, brother.
Yeah,
Today.
and that
Okay?
doesn't mean a God exists. Some crazy people can
No,
read
wait.
this, They can think like, "Hey, wait a second. I believe this is true. I believe God exists. I should do that." Maybe that's why they're
Okay,
doing it. Maybe that's why they did it. That doesn't
how do
mean
you
it proves that
explain?
God exists. I just
How do
explained.
you
You're not
explain?
listening. I just explained.
Okay,
People are
okay.
fanatics. They read things.
hmm
They want to make them true. Okay.
Okay, but if it's true, like you're looking at it in the news and you're looking at it in the print of the Bible, how do you explain that?
Just explain it, and you're not able to understand that.
Horoscopes, dude. Horoscopes. You're reading them like a
No,
horoscope.
no, brother. Look, I'll give you another one. I'll give you another one. Look, and it talks about the Catholic Church. Okay, check it out. In
Mhm.
Jeremiah chapter 7, we have a chapter that says that in the house of God, people are worshiping the Queen of Heaven, which is Mary, the
No,
Mary
no, it's
worship.
not. No, it's not. It's the Queen of Heaven is Asherah.
Yes, but the Queen of Heaven is Satan himself.
No, it's not.
It well, look, the Bible says this that Satan masquerades as an angel of light.
Sure.
Okay, but no, look, acknowledge this. The chapter says that there's a temple of God where God is displeased with it because they're worshiping. They have idolatry, and what is idolatry? All of these statues, especially one that represents the Queen of Heaven. That's a lot. That's a big. That's a lot of similarity there, you know. But look,
Um,
to be to be frank, this was written long time ago. Now it says clearly that this happened in Jerusalem, in Israel, with the Israelites, right? Today we're in the Americas. We're not over there, but we have the same exact scenario. But look, when you read the Bible, you learn that the Bible predicted so many things, including the pattern structures of everything is based on patterns. You know, right now, AI is able to decipher lost languages simply by collecting the evidence, the information, breaking it into patterns within patterns, comparing it with modern languages, and therefore is able to decipher what it says. Patterns are something that are very useful for many things within our lives. You know, they're called the statistics now, you know.
I'm not gonna allow him to talk and talk and talk and talk here in this room.
That's all he's gonna do. That's all he's gonna do the entire time.
Okay. Well, and like he's not understanding. That's why my speech won't be for him. We are pattern-seeking animals, but that doesn't mean those patterns are done by someone. Okay, we just seek patterns. That's all. And patterns, they don't mean someone created them, someone designed them. That's all. Simple. So just because you find some patterns by comparing your book and reality, when you find out them, that doesn't mean, oh, that's a divine information that came before and then they predicted it. You can't claim that this is a terrible logic. Terrible. People cherry pick a lot of things like that from other books, other religious books. That doesn't mean other religions are true. You don't believe in them. You don't believe in Islam, but people cherry pick such things. They say Quran predicted things, but you're not Muslim, and they claim the same things about Hindu scriptures. They say, hey, look how they knew it. Okay, that doesn't mean a God exists. That doesn't mean God said so. There are a lot of things that you should consider. You're not considering that. That's what I said at the beginning. You want to read into your beliefs, and you're doing it perfectly. I appreciate you. But you are sacrificing a lot of logic out there, and you don't realize that, and you don't care about that. Again, I can write something and imagine I'm someone so popular. Maybe there will be some crazy people who wants to fulfill some of my desires or claims. When it happens, let's say 100 years later, and if they claim that as something divine, that doesn't mean it's not the evidence. It's not a good evidence for that, okay? I hope you can understand one day. Anyway.
Yeah, I understood what you said. It's a good proposition. I understand why you look at it because I was in your position at one point.
Mm.
But like I said, look, if you are you guys familiar with Ecclesiastes chapter 1?
So I just want to say real quick that you were absolutely never in my shoes when it comes to this stuff. You weren't where I'm at. That did not happen.
Okay, but well, I mean, you know, I don't know you, but what I meant to say was like I was skeptical about it, basically, simply that.
Yeah, but
Are
I'm
you
not
guys are
just.
you guys familiar? Are you guys familiar with Ecclesiastes chapter 1?
We've read the whole thing.
Okay, Ecclesiastes chapter 1. What does it talk about?
Like you, I don't have it memorized. Start it, and I'll tell you what it's
Okay,
about.
all right, okay. May I remind you guys of it? It talks about patterns. The whole chapter is just simply about patterns.
Uh-huh.
It begins by showing us. It talks about nature. The
Uh-huh.
sun rises and the sun sets,
Uh-huh.
and then it rises back again, and it goes back to and it goes on and on. It says the wind comes and the wind goes and it comes again. The waters flow to the stream to the ocean, from the ocean to the rain, and it cycles again. And then it goes on to say, so do patterns that people make. Men always play out the same patterns. And so it says like this, vanity of vanities, it says, because everything are patterns within patterns. So this is also this so basically this is also proved in other chapters where it says that we need to pay attention to the patterns because we find them in nature, we find them in our attitudes and animals and everything we do and see. So it's important to pay attention to them. And then it goes on to say, everything that you're looking at right now has happened before. So therefore, you shall know them by their fruits. That's what it says. Because when you know the pattern, you know the fruit it brings. And therefore, you can identify it. So when God says you shall know them by their fruits, it says that look for a temple where they're worshiping the Queen of Heaven and statues. And that's going to reflect what happened in the past. It repeated itself again. And now you know that you're in the wrong religion. You
Oh
see?
my
But
god.
also, but also in the events that happened. So this event with Hamas and Israel, it played again. It's the same exact
Jump,
thing.
Ugh.
jump.
Well, I mean,
Jump, jump,
I'm just
jump.
basically.
Okay. I just run away. Oh my god. It's so tiring to listen to these people. Very tiring.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, everybody.
Hello? Hello? One person is not
Hi.
enough for you? Seemingly not. Seemingly he didn't like me. My voice was not appealing to him. That's maybe why he doesn't want to engage with me. Yo, 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 Julie. Yo, 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 we. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. So hype. SS. Okay. We're having people.
Hello.
Hello?
Am I audible?
You are?
Perfect.
James. He wants to. Oh my god. He's very patient. He's very patient. Okay, guys. If you wanna see the other discussion between that guy and James, you should find the previous link in the chat box. I'm not planning to go there again. Anyway, if we don't see people here, let me close the room. I don't have much time and I don't want to waste the time by just waiting. Okay, well, what do you think about this, Julie? Neuroscientist explains why he believes in God. What do I think is there will be a lot of word salad.
Who did you mention? I didn't hear that.
I said neuroscientist explains why he believes in God.
Oh God, no.
No? You don't want to try this one?
I mean, yeah. Sure.
Okay.
What's his name or who is he?
I don't know. But it's from a famous channel.
Okay, that's good.
Hey guys,
Oh, I forgot to mute the room. Hey. Ouch. Okay.
Hello.
He changed his mind. That's okay.
Mm.
It's good for me because I was about to look at the video.
Play. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe in God. I do. I think there are many things that science can explain. There are certain things science can't explain.
Okay. Good. I'm done. That's enough for me. No need to go further.
Why?
He said there are things that science cannot explain.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Like, it's, if you guys want, we can waste the time, but
Isn't
it's a
that
waste of time.
the Huberman guy?
Don't know. I don't know. This is
The
from
easy
Daily
play.
Dose of Wisdom. You know that channel, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So science, there are things that science cannot explain. Therefore, God did it. Okay, cool. And what do we call this? Argument from ignorance. That's a very famous logical mistake. We don't know, or scientists they don't know. Therefore, God did it. It's a terrible logical mistake. But anyway, let's check more.
Yeah, play.
But I'll even go a step further, which is that
The clip that we're about to watch is something that I'm really excited about. It's Andrew Huberman, who you probably know. He's all over the internet. He's a super famous neuroscientist. He's been on Joe Rogan, and he gets into
Super
talking
famous.
about his faith in God. As far as I'm aware, for the first time, or at least one of the first times, or for whatever reason, this one is getting more attention than others. It's a really amazing clip. I love how he articulates what prayer and what belief in
Oh,
God
they're talking
means
about
to him
prayer.
and the effect that it has in his life. Thing in particular, let's
You mentioned it last night, and this had me thinking. It's like when you think how all that works, I have to take an aside and
Oh, he was also reacting, so that's not from his channel. Okay.
say, how could that happen in nature is without a creator?
Okay. Yeah, you see, even this dude started with. They're the same guys, or the neuroscientist is the other guy.
so.
No,
Well, here's the
that's
thing.
not
I mean,
Andrew
well, here's the
Huberman.
thing.
Okay. So you see, like he's asking in a way that he should appeal to argument from ignorance, like how I cannot explain, right?
A loaded question.
Yeah, he's just like opening the gates to the argument from ignorance. Fuck.
We know that the programs, meaning genes, so genes, DNA, and there's DNA, then there's RNA, and then there's proteins.
Okay, tell me who is this? Like at least reminds who.
Who it reminds you of?
Yeah.
DNA, RNA?
Yeah.
Jordan Peterson?
No. Someone
No?
here from
Oh,
YouTube.
the guy who was talking. What's his
Martin.
name?
Martin.
No, I thought that you meant the other guy, the one
Which
that
one?
you were talking to yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago.
No.
JT, was it?
Oh no, JP, no. JP was not talking
Yeah,
about
JP.
DNA that much. But Martin always speaks about DNA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. By the way, I have seen him recently on Taco again, I think.
Martin?
Yeah. I was last week or maybe 10 days ago. I'm not sure.
I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
I thought he was raptured.
Raptured? Seemingly not.
And proteins are the action end of the game where they say, hey, like grow over here, don't grow over there, become this kind of cell, dopamine cell or a serotonin cell. We know that those mechanisms are incredibly well conserved from mice to humans. Now, certain things happen in the human brain that you don't see in other species, like the elaboration of the parts of the brain that are involved in context and planning, especially.
Okay. It's basically saying that our intelligence is different than the other animals. Okay. So what?
But the memory systems, the ones that control hormones, breathing, heart rate, they're very similar. Not exactly the same, but very similar.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I mentioned today to another guy about similarities.
When you start to study and understand brain development, as I did, or neuroplasticity, or dopamine, you have to, meaning, I don't care if you're an atheist, agnostic, or believer in creator, you have to step back and just go, wow, wow.
Okay, appealing to emotion is on the scene right now.
I mean, I agree. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like here's the thing. This is my question to all believers so far if they quote what he said. Imagine you're able to look at your God. Imagine that. Don't you think you can give a similar reaction? Like, oh, okay. I think you can. Maybe even more, a bigger reaction. And I believe
yes,
it deserves bigger reaction, guys. Okay. Please don't offend your God if you see him.
yeah.
What does that mean? That means your God has a creator
Creator.
too?
Oh, that's a good point.
They don't think like that. Unfortunately, they don't think. Let's see.
Now, then, of course, there's this difference among scientists as to who believes in God, who doesn't. I'll just go on record. I'm very comfortable saying it. I believe in God. I do. I think there are many things that science can explain. There are certain things science can't explain.
Mhm.
But I'll even go a step further, which is that all the elements of science are entirely compatible with the idea of there being a God. And I'm not the first scientist to say this. I mean, Einstein believed in God.
I don't know, Julie. How they're doing science? Look, how they're doing science with this, you know,
Hmm.
broken logic.
Well,
Neuroscience.
it doesn't have to correlate, I guess.
Why,
I
Julie?
mean,
Like, if you don't understand basic logic, this is basic logic, and he doesn't understand
sure,
it.
but they don't work with logic, right? They work with very specific, very physical things. So they just make a lot of mistakes, a lot of Nobel prizes. I think that the phenomenon even has a name. They all believed in some very crazy stuff, and it's like a bias. It's like if you think you're smart enough in one field, you think that you can have the answers in all of them.
It's weird. Like, look, like the claim that he said. I mean, the example he has given. It's not different than regular people joining here in this room, right? They say
Yep.
even Einstein believed in God. Oh, wow! So that's why it must be true, right?
The argument for false authority, and then you'll have
Uh,
someone saying, "Well, Andrew Huberman believes in God, so therefore."
but why no one buys from the believer side when we say, like even Richard Dawkins doesn't believe in God. Like,
Yeah.
why no one says that even Richard Dawkins doesn't believe in God? Like, maybe we should say that.
I'm,
Maybe we
I'm
should
gonna
make
start using that.
like a motto. Even he doesn't believe in it. Like
Yeah.
that. That's a good example. Like then that means there's no God.
I bet we can find more names also.
Yeah.
Carl Jung, one of the greatest psychologists ever, clearly believed in God. There are many atheist scientists. There are agnostic scientists who are just kind of like unsure, right? And, for me, I'm in absolute awe of biology. It's just incredible that we're sitting here having this conversation. It's language, that there are little sound waves that you're perceiving and understanding. I mean, it's just, and I think the brain represents the apex of incredible in terms of biology. Like the heart is interesting, the immune system is interesting, the liver is interesting, but the brain is unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, think about the number of different ways you can.
Think about the God's intelligence, man. Like like according to your belief, we don't know how it works, but I'm sure that there must be a lot of things that can surprise you. Like If you can start understanding, probably you'll be more surprised than the human brain on other things in this universe.
Yeah. If you can be blown away by the human brain acting the way it does, imagine creating the entire universe.
Or yeah, which requires great intelligence according to their belief. So that intelligence is not, creating any surprise in you. Oh, state. Anyway, this is just repetition, but he's also repeating.
Move your body compared to another species. Think about what you did today. Think about what I was attempting to do today, right?
Yeah.
Spectacular. Think about technology. These lights, the, Tesla cars, spaceships. I mean,
Yeah.
the internet. I mean, unbelievable. And yet, oh, so real.
Yeah.
So, we could talk a bit about how well, I'll just say this. Secretly, I've always prayed. I grew up in a split religion home. My family's like the UN. We've got people from Guatemala, Denmark, Argentina, New York. Like all the different political battles are in my family. Super left, super right, libertarians, lefties to the, it's crazy. Thanksgivings can be difficult.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, I absolutely pray. I absolutely love that the idea, but also what for me is really a deep belief, which is that we can't control everything. We're not in as much control as we think we are. And that the magnificence of biology and the magnificence of
I think so far, like the title, is done, right? Like why he believes in God because he looks into biology. She's surprised. That's why he believes in God.
Yes. It's another version of look at the trees.
Yeah. And I don't know, like the prayer part. Should we listen more? Okay, let's see what he's saying.
of nature is it, it's it's impossible for me to conceive how that could come about any other way. It just is. Now, yeah, I think that, full stop.
Who do you pray to?
That's an interesting one because I think God. Yeah. So I absolutely do. I've actually started reading the Bible recently, start to finish. I feel like it's my duty to like learn and in some sense compare Old and New Testament. I'm really interested in the stories, but I'm fascinated by.
I'm very surprised. Like, how come he didn't start with Bhagavad Gita or Quran? Like, why do you think so, Julie? Can you tell me why he didn't start with Bhagavad Gita or Quran?
Giving you peace. Oh my goodness.
Sorry. Now you can speak, I think. If it's not playing. Okay, maybe you're busy. I can answer the question. So,
Couldn't do it. And it was all.
oh, it's playing on your side still, and I don't hear you. When you open your mic, I can hear the audio.
Wanted to have a deeper relationship to.
It's not. It's not
Why
playing.
don't I have that? Well, duh.
It's not.
That's like saying I want to fit. Why
It's
I'm
too
not,
loud.
I'm not fit? Well, because you're not running your.
Right, I'm gonna mute you. It's too loud. Now let me decrease the audio. Okay.
That was weird.
Okay, now
Why did it keep playing on my side?
I don't know.
You
Anyway,
paused it?
I'm waiting for a long time after I asked the question.
Oh, why he went back to Christianity? I said back. I don't know if he was, but he said that his family is from all over Christian places, which
That's the
gives you a
answer,
good
right?
indication.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
answer. So why such people start with those specific ones? Because they live in those countries where it's the major religion, right? Why a Hindu scientist who is interested in religions starts with Hinduism or Buddhism because of the location, right? Why an Italian kid first becomes a Christian, not a Muslim, because of their parents, right?
Hmm.
The story of us, right?
And
And
it's
the story of
usually, I did my own research, which basically means I confirmed my already pre existent bias.
Yeah. Let's see more.
everything. And so, but yeah, I pray out loud in the morning, sometimes again in the middle of the night if I wake up. And it's only recently that I've been doing this more often.
It's giving you
Yeah.
peace.
Oh
Or
my goodness, it's given me so much. It's given me peace.
Fuck. I'm done. I'm done, Julie. I don't want to waste
That
more
bored.
time. Yeah, like this is so boring. Like I pray because it gives me peace. I do yoga because it gives me peace. I pray 5 times to Allah because it gives me peace. Okay, so that means God is real.
You know, I've seen this guy. He talks a lot about how the brain works and how cortisol, how you can hack into your brain mechanics to improve certain things. I thought he was going to talk about the utility of praying, that
Mm-hmm.
maybe the way that it affects your brain and how it improves your
Mm-hmm.
life
Probably he will
somehow.
talk.
No,
They
that would
started
have been a
already.
better answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's another end, yeah, for us. Uh, okay. Like maybe I can find short another short video.
Yeah. And if you're ever going to listen to a neuroscientist talking about religion, Robert Sapolsky has, I think it's 1.5 hour lecture
Ooh.
in University of Pennsylvania about religion and neuroscience. And he makes a pretty compelling case how, first of all, it is not a mental disorder. He makes a very clear case for that. And then he compares religion throughout history and um, neurodivergence and shamans. It's a very interesting lecture.
Okay, okay. I found another one. This is not exactly about God's existence, but it's about evil problem.
Oh, cool.
Okay, you like this one. That's why I'm gonna play. The title is If God Exists, Why Does Evil Exist? The ultimate answer. And they also claim that the answer atheists cannot refute.
It's not Cameron, is it?
No, it's not. Oh, and this is the name of the channel or what? Atheism debunked with Summer.
Oh my god.
I hope this is in English. Summer. Let's see.
Hello, assalamu alaikum, adab to everyone. You are watching Atheism Debunked with Samar English channel. There is a quite simple question asked by every atheist and agnostic person that if there is a God, then why is there evil?
Okay. Let's fix one problem. That's not the exact question. It's not that general question. So when they ask this question, they specifically ask this question about the gods, which people claim that who is all loving. That's important. But anyway.
This question looks like very simple one, but we have to admit this is very stupidly placed. Why I'm saying this? Because if you want to deny the existence of God by using the claim of the existence of evilness, then I would say, okay, I'm ready to buy your argument that there is no God, there is no creator. Then what it is? You would say energy and the matter. So then I will ask you, if there is energy and matter, then why is there evil? So basically, you are saying that evilness is the emergent property of matter and energy. Are you saying this? Can you convince me that the matter and energy they are having the property of evilness? Can you? You can never do it.
Okay. And
Evilness is from human,
oh,
like
Oh, that's shitty.
foolishness.
Very, very, very.
You do? You atheist people? The crime a criminal person commit?
Yeah, because that's the only evil that exists.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. Oh, what about cancer, my friend? What about earthquakes? What about tornadoes, tsunamis, volcanic
Freaking
eruptions?
dinosaurs.
Yeah. What was that famous example? Like those worms in the brain? They have another name.
Uh,
Leechy? I don't know the
well,
word.
what?
Anyway,
I, well,
so
parasites. Let's call them parasites.
parasites, yeah, yeah. So parasites are created by humans? Viruses? COVID-19? Maybe he believes we created it. But anyway.
So everything is from us. It is from us human. It is not from God. That is why when there is any appeal in the court always give the judgment against the killer, a person, a human. They never say bring the God and we will punish it, or court never say bring energy and matter and then we will punish them. No, this
Yeah, because they don't believe a God exists. Yeah. So why they should call someone that they don't think it exists to punish? So if I say I want to bring unicorns to punish because I think they are the reason, no one would care about that, right?
is never the case. So bottom line is evilness is from human because we are intellectual person. We have our own consciousness
Okay, God doesn't have that. If God has that, so then illness can also come from your God? No?
and we are doing everything
And we are doing
with
everything.
free will. We are
So your God doesn't have free will?
not bound by God. And if you say there is no God, then you have to prove that evilness is in the nature or the property of matter and energy, and you cannot.
Yeah, that's the problem of describing what is evil. And I see Rafi also requests from us to define it. I don't need to. You guys, you guys are doing it already, okay? And what you define as evil exists according to even you. You guys don't like believers don't claim that there's no evil, okay? Let's agree on that. And and I agree what they say evil is evil, okay? I buy that term and I use it in the same way, and it exists. And if it exists, then all loving God cannot exist. It's a contradiction. So that's the problem of evil that can be seen easily. When you guys are doing that, like define me God. Why should I do that? You guys are already doing that.
But I think that for clarification, it's better to use suffering because evil, yeah, it can be a little
Mm-hmm.
bit too subjective. So
Yeah.
we can't deny that there is suffering that came before humans.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Like when it comes to evil problem, yeah. I also prefer to say suffering. Suffering can be accepted by all of us without any problem. But when you say evil, yeah, that becomes a little bit fuzzy.
Yeah, because evil and good are basically human inventions, I think.
Um,
I mean, we came up with the concepts, we just assigned certain qualities to them.
mm-hmm. Okay. This is a long one. I'm searching another very short one,
Okay.
and after that, I'll be gone. James, welcome back.
Maybe James knows the name of the parasite that you were talking about.
Oh, I think it's something like leech or
No,
I
leeches are
don't.
the ones that suck your blood.
Okay.
Oh, muted, dude. His name is
Sorry.
Dude now.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, I was talking to the other guy, and he just talks in circles, and I just got tired of it. So,
Wait, you just left the room?
well, a few minutes ago, I went downstairs and
Oh
came back
my
up, but
god.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
with the
talked for a
patience, man.
while. Yeah,
With the patience.
I actually feel bad for people that can't stay on topic and they're just it's like I don't know if it's ADHD or what it is, but they're just like all over the place, and you can't hardly keep up with them.
Yeah.
Is it trichinosis? I'm still thinking about parasites.
Are you talking about the one that is in cat feces?
That's toxoplasmosis, right?
Cat.
Toxoplasma gondii. No, trichinosis is the one that is in undercooked pig, and that's why people didn't eat pig in many cultures.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, Phil, you're looking for a video?
Yeah, he's looking for a short one before he leaves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is a very short one. And they call it shorts on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy's famous. Very famous.
And he said, why? Why should I believe? How? The boy said, well, I don't know, but we just have to believe. He said, sit down. Another boy stood up and he said, listen, as Muslims, we believe, but we have proof at the same time. He said, proof? What proof do you have? He said, by knowing what God has done and what he's doing, we know he exists.
What is circular reasoning? By knowing what God has done. Okay. But you assume God exists and God has done already. Like this is the assumption, not the proof. You look at the things and you assume that it was done by a God. There's the logic in it.
He said, what? What are you talking about? He said, sir, can you see electricity?
There's no even a correlation. Okay, we cannot see.
Well, no, but it still exists.
Okay. Good.
Ah, true. Sir, he said, are you able to hear everything? He said, yes.
Okay, they cut it here. I don't know what was the other argument, but let's mention about, hey, Brian, you're late, but thanks for visiting. Yeah, we cannot see things, and some of them they exist, and we cannot see things, some of them, most likely, they don't exist. If there's someone who believes that unicorns are real, then, they should change the video that they're watching right now. So, but what we have, things that we see exist. I'm sorry, things that we don't see, but they exist, and things that we cannot see and they don't exist. We can understand the electricity. We can understand gravity a little bit. We can understand air. These silly examples all the time, which comes.
Sure. We
But
can see electricity in the sky during a storm, right? And we can physically see electricity doing things.
yeah,
So it's just not the same thing.
yeah, and we can pinpoint where is the electricity, right?
Yeah.
I can pinpoint that. We can detect it. We can detect even through, other tools. Or if you touch a cable, where is the electricity, right?
Right. Nobody needs faith to know that electricity exists.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody needs that. That there is something that is affecting you directly. And that's one thing. And that's affecting you in the same way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And God is not like that. God is in the category that the ones that we don't see, we don't touch, we don't taste. Okay. What does that mean?
Like love. What if someone asks you, "Do you believe love exists?"
Do
You
I
cannot
believe?
see it, you cannot touch
Okay.
it, you cannot measure it.
But I already said there are things that we don't see that exist, and there are things that they don't exist, and we don't see them also. And then that's a good example. Let's buy it. But we didn't claim that if we don't see, it doesn't exist. We didn't claim that.
Right.
So, okay, love exists doesn't mean other things that we don't see exist logically, right?
Right.
Period. Anyway, anyway, uh, I don't have time. That's why I should check who was here today. VR DNA top writer in the chat. Thanks for being here, VR DNA. And Rafi, thanks for visiting. Atheists have no justification to say love exists outside of a construct. Okay, so what? And Tabula, thanks for being here so much. And James, thanks for being here again.
Yeah.
Edward was here. I hope he's doing fine. Thanks for visiting. Anarchist was here. Thanks for joining. Oh, this guy. It says Adrian, but probably he has another nickname in the chat box. Thanks for being here. Space Pirate, thanks for visiting. And we had Tosek. I don't know how to read that. We had the Preacher Burger again. Thanks for visiting. I don't know, maybe he's a boat. But anyway, music by Brian was late today, but thanks for being here. No need to apologize, Brian. El Caxi was here. Thanks for being here. And Michelangelo, the preacher, was here. Thanks. Thanks for preaching. And Mr. Parker was here. Thank you for the support, Mr. Parker. Thanks for being here. And Paul was here. Thanks for being here, Paul. He was busy a little bit today and he had some connection problems, but still, he tried his best. Thanks. And we are so happy to see you back on the stage. Thanks for being here. I hope you get better and better. And that's all, guys. Hope to see you the other day. Tomorrow, probably I won't be here. I'm not sure. But even if I'm going to be here, I'll have very limited time. So I hope to see you next time.
Wait, can you play one?
Which
It's
one?
not a serious one. It's more like a joke one. It's very short.
Okay, where is it?
Maybe you can react to it. Wait, I'm not sure if this is it. It's from a new set of a comedy set. Yeah, can you play that?
Yeah.
I do get jealous of religious people for the community that they have. This isn't something that I realized until I got older, but once I hit my 30s, I think it dawned on me just how hard it is to make time for your friends. Like sometimes I'll be free on a Friday night. It's not often, but you know, I'll reach out to my friends and they're busy, and then vice versa. And I go, oh, that's what Shabbat dinner's for, right? I mean, it's just Jews decided they needed a standing date every Friday so they could spend time together. My dad was raised Catholic, and a couple times he made me go to church as a kid, and I hated church, but now I would kill to see my friends every Sunday. Right? I look at Muslims. Muslims, you know, they're supposed to pray 5 times a day, but a lot of times they do it together. And even though I don't believe in any of it, I have to admit that it seems like the key to maintaining friendships is hating gay people. I do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing. It's a good one. Anyway, guys, see you later. Bye bye. Take care. Thanks for being here again.
Bye, Phil. Thanks. Bye, V.